though. That's the only problem because
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, I know.
we'll just
In a
preface it by
position
saying,
with no issue. We're immediately dropping frames. We're dropping frames.
also, I hate this guy here as well. Michael McIntosh, is that his name?
McIntyre.
Yeah, I hate him.
Oh,
I
it's
seen
just
him.
me.
I
Oh,
think
yeah.
I seen him on Mock the Week, like repeats, and he fucking didn't get the concept. Fuck him.
All right, I think everything's. We live?
Let me just check the channel. We should be. Your videos. Let me just go to the videos. Live. Yes, we are live. Apparently.
Yeah, didn't even have to press the go
Um,
live button.
we are live. Yes, we are. And so I'm all. How we already have one person. The Rivets. Hello, Rivets. Rivets. Hope it's your name correctly. By the way, if the stream does shit itself, just know that legally, since I live in Ireland, I can't access the iPlayer, and I would never access the iPlayer illegally. So Ash has to stream it to me,
Well,
and
it's also,
also,
even when we did that, it would be out of sync, so it was kind of a bit of a nightmare.
yeah.
Hello,
So like,
Liam.
say Zoe get
Channel
hello.
member.
So say she gets a shot, I would know before him. Also, hello Flora, and
Flora.
hello Capro the autocorrector. Please correct me all the time.
Always a risk. Hello, Capro. Hello, everyone. Welcome in. Merry Christmas, Ash and Piggy. Hope you got everything on your list. Mate, my mum went...
Ripley was not under my frame.
My mum went fucking extravagant. Like, alright. She didn't actually get any, like, Christmas sacks. So I shit you not. Hello, Leanne. Yeah. Fucking look at this.
Hello, Leanne.
This is full of shit. It's full of shit. It's full of lovely, good shit. But, like, she went fucking wild. Got this cool little pseudo GoPro. Which, you know, might be my new camera. What your microphone's got? Yeah, there's a bunch of different shit, honestly.
I'm gonna say you're gonna be flogging shortly. Just GoPro doing runs.
Selling it on the street corner. Yeah, how's everybody's Christmas been?
Yeah.
I mean, you know, all the family came here. We made the dinner. We made the dinner. All went pretty smoothly. I've tanned one rum and coke. Tried Kraken cherry and vanilla, delicious. I've had 2 Recorder League ciders, the small boys. I've had 2 beers. So, and I do have another one with me. So
that is a nondescript beverage, but it's a Corona.
I
But
would
since we're not sponsored, yeah. But since we're not sponsored, YouTube, it's a nondescript beverage. I think it's a lager.
Yeah, we
I'm not too sure.
We bought an expansion to Binding of Isaac 4 Souls game, and we've just been playing that once all the family left. Pretty good. We're at a weird stage where, because for a while I had some pretty garbage Christmases. We had some pretty shit Christmases, so each time it came to Christmas, I would get a bit sheepish, like, oh, this one's gonna be bad. But because we've now had a good couple of Christmases, all the expectations are gone. I'd give a fucking.
But yeah, Pacey, Mitch, Ed, edits. We will be live on the 5th of January, and Ash is currently trying to give people with epilepsy a seizure. But we will be live on the 5th of January.
Yes, yeah, exactly. We will be doing Corridale live stream. I think only the actual live episode, because they're still releasing it through the week. But Corridale's the only one that's not going out at 7. Speaking of which, they did the fucking Christmas episode. They released that early, which was sick, because it meant at about 10 o'clock, suddenly I'm like, time for a Christmas Corrie review. So, you know, everybody has that to look forward to tomorrow.
Yeah, and I'm going to set out the feelers here. How does everyone in the chat currently feel about, and spoiler if you do not know, don't watch this stream if you don't know, how does everyone feel about Chrissy Watts returning? And
Very
just to
good
clarify,
question.
the character, not the actress, the character.
One thing I've seen a lot of people say that they got rid of Jamie Borthwick for saying a slur,
Ableist slur. Yes, that's
an
what I was trying
ableist
to bring
slur,
across.
which you said yesterday, but only really resonated. They fired him for doing that. They got rid of Abby because she was partying a lot. They got rid of Fat Boy because he was smoking a bit of weed on, and I think he was wanking on webcam, but you know.
No,
But
I'm wrong with that.
Chrissy Watts, Tracy Ann Oberman, alleged, alleged racist, transphobe, you know, Israel, Palestine.
But Ash, just again, this is all alleged.
She allegedly
Ash,
tried
don't
to get
forget.
Suki fired last year. So
Look again. Being racist is all the new rage. You have Nigel Farage, who's doing a great job at this.
I
Which he
say
did not bully a Jew. He
the
didn't.
one
He
silver
didn't.
lining is it's only for this Christmas. She's not back for good. It's for this. I assume it's for this Christmas episode.
Then what was the point of making it a story?
I
It
feel
doesn't
like
have a
it's
long-term
bollocks.
run.
I don't agree, but at least she's not staying. That's my angle.
Yeah, but my entire angle is if she's a known racist and an alleged transphobe and an alleged racist and supports Israel in the Palestine war, which that's your own belief, why was Jamie Borwick fired for an ableist slur? Ableist slur is too far, but killing innocent children, that's fine. You can support that, like, but that's too far as an ableist slur. Fucking BBC logic.
Flora with a banger. Look, they can excuse racism, but not weed. Like,
How dare you
the second
get
you
high
the
with the
second you
devil?
say weed in the Eastenders studios, SWAT team comes in. Oh!
And then you just go, do you know who I hate? Those bloody blacks. Great.
Someone just
Promotion,
goes.
please.
Someone's just telling a story. Well, I was lighting this bong, and then the writers go, a bomb. SWAT team kicks the fucking door. Like, oh.
Yeah. They just have Tracy Ann Allman who's like, do you know who I hate? Men and women's sports. Ugh. Hire her. Promotion. She's getting a promotion. Lead character.
All right, do you want to quickly rattle through the other comments you've not read before the episode starts?
So yeah, it's Leanne. Good old mom. Mom did the same. Bless her. That's good to hear, Michael Sharp. We did the carry down. My Christmas has been good, nothing crazy. Just been chilling with the family on that. That's nice to hear, Capro. I wasn't expecting Chrissy to come back. I thought her stint from last year was a good end to her character, but I really loved the character, so I wonder
Agreed.
what she'll be doing in tonight's episode.
All right, and now I'll do an
read the
intro.
others.
All right,
Yeah.
and these are going to be the reactions for EastEnders Christmas Day 2025, and it starts.
But just to read the last ones, look, they can excuse racism, but not weed. I think it's obvious that the three of the causes of 20 years ago make sense of being Chrissy. But I think and so he started with work, so he assumes her daughter is dead. And Michael Sharp says, here we go.
True, I don't mind that.
Sorry, I just rattled through it for people. That's kind of good, the Penguins.
Also, I'll just preempt everyone. I've eaten too much food. I've drank too much beer. So if I'm a little bit skittish,
If he just goes and so
if
he
I
has to
disappear
go
for
for
5 minutes, don't ask. Don't ask.
he's got just every time Chrissy Watts appears, he's just gonna run to the bathroom and go for a shit. Just
All right, I'm raising the volume. Is that good for you?
yeah, that's good for me.
All right. Oh, he's got a little bow tie on. But I will already preempt it though. I'm not looking forward to this. I really think maybe there's a chance they underpromise and overdeliver, but fundamentally, I'm really not I'm not hoping for anything. I really love this era of EastEnders. See, as a joke, I was going to start chugging beer, but it's a bad idea.
I have no hopes in Ben Mighty. Flora, I think most of us agree. It's not even a controversial opinion. We pretty much half this audience here agree.
I will still say it has only been 6 months. Clenshaw wasn't good till 2023.
I got one wish and I'll forgive his sins if he does it. Do you want to tell us your wish?
I'll leave it all until 9:45. We're all drunk to leave it action-packed. Yeah, at least they revealed the stalker yesterday, so they're not spending all the time doing it now.
Oh, she's wearing red. I can't wait to do that joke that every fucking
darling girl.
I'm not.
Is she adopted by Chrissy?
No, because
Is
we already
that
seen
how
her
they're
mother.
connected?
No, because we already seen her mother.
Yeah, but yeah, it could be. I don't know. Adopted mother, recent kind of. Okay,
Show we off your screen. Okay. Hi, Oliver Blake.
Oliver, Merry Christmas.
Merry
Okay,
Christmas. Or
so
happy
Chrissy has been working on Jasmine, being like, she doesn't trust you, she hates you. Obviously, Zoe doesn't know she exists.
The story's a bit all over the place. Yeah, Leanne, we all agree with that as well.
Yeah,
And Flora wants Zoe off the screen for Christmas. So ideally, she wants to nuke the hit, but not her part of London, just Walford.
he's nearly said something outrageous.
Zoe thinks she's in heaven. Yes, she does. And not the Madonna song. No, I think you're number 3, Zoe hater. We're 1 and 2. Sorry, Flora.
I'm not gonna lie. I feel like this setup does mean that she's gonna resurface at the end of the first episode and then obviously dominate episode 2.
Do you think Anthony is the twin status? It makes the most sense, but times doesn't make sense. Saying that we don't know what time in 2006 she gave birth. To me, we've met.
Her and Jake aren't together anymore.
You cunt!
You said
Sorry.
that.
I'll be fine. We can say one in the stream. You've ruined it. Ben Whaley definitely hates Chris Colenshaw. Confirmed. I think Chrissy Watts will run Jasmine Fisher, just Danielle Jones, just like Danielle Jones is death in EastEnders.
Cheeky snug from Oscar. I will say, that's as much as we do appreciate chat, we are reacting first, reading chat second. Let's not get too caught up just reading what people say and make our own reaction. Is Kathy going to be really, really, really drunk?
What, like that one year in 2016 when she was just pissed and did nothing?
One thing I'll say about Anthony is I want all of Anthony's ties to the square gone. I'm not even joking when I say I genuinely dislike Anthony. Like, usually I'm quite milquetoast about having opinions on characters that I really don't like. I fucking hate Anthony. Like, and the only reason I'm gonna hate watch is I'm probably gonna hate watch Strictly. Maybe in the break we react to the Strictly dance, but I hate Anthony Truman. Oh, excuse me. I do like how Cindy just fucks off in and out. She does have that status as a character where she can just go, see ya.
Cindy Beale and Chrissy Watts meeting each other will be iconic in EastEnders. But yeah, not wrong, Oliver.
I think Oscar drunkly telling Max the truth might include what Max sets up to in 2026. The flash forward episode for New Year, for Max New Year, as it isn't, as that, as isn't that going to be what happens?
Isn't that going to be what happens for the start of 20? Yes.
I did a Piggy impression for a second. Sorry, wasn't mean dyslexia joke there for you. It just starts long necking it.
It's going to be a long one, boys. Sharon and Cindy come in and go as they please. Yeah, and Sharon gets a new wig every 5 months. So
Ian
I
have
love
to get
Sharon
on
though.
soon.
Who, me or Ian?
Ian.
Oh, I thought you said me.
I nearly said you. Okay, so they're still delaying Max and Cindy seeing each other. don't care. Like, I've still not recovered. That reveal still pisses me off as well. I still don't like the Chrissy twist. Like, yes, I get it. Fundamentally, I understand why you go, oh, but what if we bring back Sam and Chrissy and Zoe again? But like last time that... say cat, fucking nooey. That's how boring Ross and Vicky are. But, point being, I get that you really want to build it up to go, whoa, isn't it going to be cool to see Chrissy, Zoe, and Sam in one room? But the main reason it worked so well is because they had the big bad to unite them. It worked well because you had Den Watts who had fucked them all over. But I also feel like the statute of limitations, 20 years is a little bit too long to do a reunion. Like, it's not a reunion necessarily. It's a bit too long to be like, oh, just you wait, guys. Just you wait. In 20 years, we're gonna have another look at this storyline. Yeah, great. Dislike it.
All proud of themselves. Yeah, just
Anthony,
start down the beers.
You're an asshole. He's such an asshole.
He's a bald
She's
prick.
only
That's what he
been
is.
trying to be kind to you, and you go, "You bitch."
He loves saying the bitch word, doesn't he? He really loves it.
He does.
Fucking here's all the kids.
He's...
Not an Anthony fan. I can't wait to see him dance. Oh, Phil and his jumper.
Yes. Yeah, I think also alternatively, a lot of people will have never have seen the Den Watts death. They know of it, of course. They do know
It's
of it.
iconic.
It is iconic, but a lot of people probably haven't watched it. I've not watched it, and I claim to be an EastEnders fucking super fan. So
the problem you have is Den Watts' return goes more beyond Den Watts. It turns into like Leslie Grantham, like it's a weird bubble because it had to be rushed because obviously from what I know it was going to be delayed and he was going to be like basically Archie Mitchell of like 05 and 06. But obviously sex scandal and yeah. So yeah, they reunited under the hatred of it. Yeah, and then Pacey says here, I never saw the 2005 showdown, but being 5 months at the time, but it doesn't make sense being like, oh yeah, 20 years ago we murdered Vicky's dad. And Sharon's dad.
you make me feel old. 5 years younger than me. Turned a quarter of a century this year.
Can we bring Howie back now? I'm sick of Anthony. Yeah. Get rid of one bald guy, bring back the other bald guy.
One thing I did see is that it seemed like the letter that Vicky the letter that Jasmine sent to Zoe was seemingly red, but the letter that she got was in green. So perhaps there is a world where the sun is actually coming to Wolf and is unconnected to Chrissy and Jasmine. I don't know why the names are so much of a struggle today. Fuck hell.
Well, you've had like 10 beers, Ash. A pizza yesterday.
I'm not even that drunk. Like you, long necking.
I'll have you know this is a non-alcoholic sparkling drink.
It's a bottle of whiskey.
It's a bottle of champagne. I'll just show it to the camera. Look at lovely snowman. Look at that. Ooh, look at isn't he sexy?
You guys ain't old. I got 2 decades on both of you. You reckon this is what they say to Chelsea to make us stay? Yeah, you'll get a really big Christmas storyline. You're gonna be the good person in comparison to Anthony. Woo.
Someone cue Limp Bizkit's My Way. Special.
Fuck me, it is.
Do you think
now.
Zoe's son did?
Cheesy peeps, man.
Do you think Zoe's son did send the letter and they both turned up and maybe bond with Zoe?
I think they both will
Maybe.
eventually be there. I can't lie, this episode
Oh.
so far has been a bit fucking boring.
What's he doing to
Ice
Mike's name
cold
face?
Anthony Truman. Anthony Stalker? No. I mean, we've established that
No.
Chrissy and Jasmine are the stalker. Because we've had to say the word stalker so many times, we're just making up verbs. Jasmine's been doing the grunt work of the stalking, but Chrissy's been the mastermind.
Mm-hmm. Oliver, I think a death will occur, but it will be someone murdering Chrissy and not her killing. Oh, thanks, Harvey. I know I have two plump breasts. Thank you.
You've been growing them for a long time. Get bigger each year.
Yeah, I've been on estrogen. I've been on estrogen for 6 years now. Obviously, anally, not.
I do think someone's going to die because the police are drawn over when something big happens. So I feel like because of the post watershed slot, somebody is probably going to die. I wouldn't be surprised if it was Chrissy, to be honest. They've taken all ties. Maybe she, it's something akin to Den Watts. But then it would be a bit
Jack
too
always
soon
late.
to do something similar to the 6, 2 years on. But
I do want to say Jack always late. He was just seeing if McDonald's was open. He was going to
yeah,
bring over
true.
McDonald's. Oh, McClunky, sorry, McClunky's. McDonald's doesn't exist in this universe.
All right, I'm gonna
Merry
burp.
Christmas.
I'm gonna hide.
I'm gonna burp. It just throws up.
Also, this has got to be the easiest shoot day of fucking Jasmine's life. Right, just sit on the bench, yeah. All right, sound.
Just,
We'll just get it
just
from a
perk
bunch of
up like
different
that on the
angles.
bench. Yeah, quick. We'll get John on the side. We'll get Anthony on the other side. Grand.
Also, I fucking hope Anthony's not the dad. That's all I'll say.
You love the little hat. Thank you, Pacey. It's a brand.
I
It's a
upgraded this
brand.
time. I stole my brother's hat. Because this one actually fits on my head somewhat. I do just have a big head.
I'm calling a Chris Watch will kill Jasmine Fisher or Anthony Truman in EastEnders.
I don't think they would kill off the
Perhaps.
twins just as they established them personally, but I think Anthony's a real chance to die. I mean, he's been made a fucking woman hater. Yo, Leanne, that's fucking sick. Thank you for the 5 gift memberships.
Thank you. Thank
we're
you
eating
to
good this Christmas.
thank you,
Leanne.
Nona Nubbits 223, Team Western Productions, Ben Freeman 4489. I'm related
Thank you,
to
Leanne.
Morgan Freeman, FPL Pubcast, and Jess Hood 4813. Thank you.
Well, that's paying for 4 more wrestling figures this Christmas for Piggy.
That's by me more John Cena's. Thank you.
Yeah.
You can see.
We do appreciate
you.
You've been a really loyal fan since the anniversary, so we do appreciate you. So thank you. We should probably make notifications for that, but first time for everything.
Why tell her that she's the mother when you could just delay it?
Anthony's dying. Look, I get that if you are yeah.
He's having. If you don't know, Anthony's having a point there. He's having a big glass of wine.
I get that if you I'd imagine if you were adopted, you would be dreading the time to actually tell the parent that you're their kid, because you don't really want to know the reaction. Well, you do, but you
Yeah.
don't in the same way. You want to know it if it goes well. If it goes wrong, you've fucking like
I,
all hell to
I mean,
pay.
the immediate reaction is, "Oh, you're my kid. Okay, that's cool." You don't want get a fucking life, you little bitch. Why'd you look for me? You know what I mean? You don't want that reaction. Don't look for me, you little bitch. You know? I wish Paul was here. I killed Paul.
Wait in reverse. Okay, Anthony's dying. I wish it were you that died. He's dying. He's dying. I mean, to be fair, oh, holy, he's having a cry. He's having a cry. Watch out, the table's going to move. Oh, he's not actually crying, of course. Never my Anthony.
I don't think Chrissy will die in EastEnders because she's the queen of villains. Perhaps. Perhaps.
Chrissy runs him over as he is drinking a walk out into the road. Sure, he has been drinking quite a lot. A copious amount of alcohol. They don't even have candles, like proper candles. I was going to make the joke of woke LED, DEI LED candles.
DEI LED candles. Just get all the trademarks in there. Fucking Farage gonna see this and complain.
Have a drunk run over? But it feels like if they do it, it has to be a butcher, though, and there are no butchers left.
Well, see, the problem is there's three brothers of the Gallaghers. So does that make Derek the unknown Brannon or the unknown Gallagher? Because there is an unknown Gallagher who basically sided with Liam, I think.
Fair enough.
But the Gallagher relationship is so fucking funny. Like in hindsight, it's so funny.
He's a man with a fork
I wish.
in a world full of soup. Some shit like that. The famous line. Which
Yeah,
is a mental
yeah.
fucking burn if you do that. Like, it can go so many different ways.
He's a. I think he's a fork in a bowl of soup or some shit.
I'm pretty sure it's just he's a man with a fork in a world full of soup or something. I'm sure.
Basically, from what I know, how like that why they were united, just Bonehead, the drummer or the bassist, just went, guys, will you make up? Your mother might die shortly. Just fucking make up. Stop being pricks. And then, oh yeah, but we couldn't make money off it, couldn't we? Yeah. See?
A definite Ben Wadey approach where hey, our characters that we brought back are gonna be the main highlights. Mate, Kathy's fucking lit. How much has she been drinking? Look, we all have a drink on. We've all had a drink, but she is fucking plastered.
Oh, they slept in bunk beds, Louis.
Listen,
Yes,
Louis.
yes, you're right. I only knew one Louis, and he looked like Sheen.
Mate. Fuck it. Max is such an asshole. I love Max because he's better than Anthony, but he's been here about 3 days. He's been here 3 days. He's revealed that Lauren stole $3,000 from charity. He's told his daughter that he didn't know was there, that he's her dad. Okay, now there we go. Smash! Yeah, tip him out. Trip him.
Take his leg out of his leg to go on hard. Max with
Kick
the
his
backhand.
ass.
Yeah, he loves.
Where are you?
Where are you?
I'm so sorry.
At least run over Anthony, because I don't miss him.
He is becoming Derek Brannon.
I do want to just read these. Can't get the insurance, one too many fires. The insurance companies hate to see the square coming. Yeah.
The dads have gotten angry again.
Penny, why aren't you breaking it up? Come on, Penny. You've got a wheelchair. You can,
Run over
do something
both.
with it.
Run over both their little toes. That'll fucking teach them.
Yeah, fucking whack him with the wheelchair. The wheel of the wheelchair. What?
You sucker punch. To be fair, Max was sporting a dodgy lip the other day. Is there a chance they filmed the Christmas scenes before those scenes?
Probably.
Also, Max is drinking so much, it's unreal. I don't want to see him become an alcoholic, please. We can't
Max
add
is
more
dying. He's the
misery
dead
to
body.
Max.
Jack Wood was great in 2.2 a Ghost Story, Paul, and I saw him on the West End.
Mate, is this it? Mate, he's going to pull out a Glock. Pop, pop. It's her fault, is it? 10 minutes left? Ah, it's only
10.
3.
Oh. Another one down the stairs of the Queen Vic. Ooh, Alfie Moon.
I can't even read.
Sorry, that was me trying to get the script in. Driving a bubble bath, yes.
He is delusional. Jeez, peeps, man. Fucking hell. Jesus. Fucking calm down, Anthony. Jesus Christ. It's not WWE, guys. Fucking hell. What's
Air a
wrong with
fee
you?
trigger.
Oh,
Go on.
there she is. What? How deluded is Anthony?
Are 3
Duff,
women going to
duff,
bury
duff,
Anthony
duff,
under the cellar?
Duff. She's going to say camp line. There we are. Duff.
That was bullshit. All right. Oh, yes.
Mate, who tans a bottle of brandy, you mental bastard? Oh,
She's a
no.
blonde.
But she's not Slater.
Yeah,
There we are. This
but
is how
it's a
we
gay
get.
bar.
Do I know you? I did say Cindy and Max were gonna be a fucking toxic, ridiculous power like couple. Mate, they're pumping like rabbits. Not to be crude
Yeah,
about it.
yeah.
If they could breed, there'd be about 7 kids.
Is the MX gonna get jiggy jiggy? Yeah.
That's mental. That's mental.
Well,
Max got a bike for Christmas. Fucking unreasonable that is.
I didn't see that one yet.
That's line of the stream, honestly. Fucking.
I was just hitting the head, you know, like Jake Paul last week, you know.
What? Oh! Fucking hell! Is he actually dead? No way he's dead like that. Mate, that was the shittest fight I've ever seen. That was the shittest fight I've ever seen. No way he's dead. Didn't even check his pulse. Shows
Yeah.
how much Doctor and Cat learned about when they were dating. Didn't teach her anything. Didn't even teach her to check the pulse. Oh,
Wow.
yeah. Reactions
So Chris, you watched
part 1. Join us for Christmas reactions part 2.
Yeah, he can't be dead. There's no way I give the bill to it.
Also, that's got to be one of the most camp, ridiculous fights ever, and not even in a good way.
Yeah, because all she does is shove him against the wall, and he hits his head off the wall. Anthony dead after what? Probably. I'll post it on Chrissy murder him. He hit his head off the
He
wall.
did hit
is all
his
we
head.
know.
Oh,
There's the thumbnail for this Walford on Tap.
yes.
Episode out of 10, 6 for me. I hit like that, good kill. I mean, I don't know, Flora. Have you hit many men like that before? Don't have to answer that, but just
Legally, you don't have to answer that.
But when we call later on,
Hypothetically
do tell me.
speaking,
Yes.
you can just say if Piggy carries on. Oh.
Not yet. Okay, that's enough answer.
Oh, excuse me.
That it has to be one of the shittest episodes I've seen.
It's a pretty weak episode, I can't lie. All right.
Except for Max
just
going down
call
the
for
elevator and getting a
questions
bike.
as I make it. And I suppose for clarity, we're gonna re-chat for a little bit for like 5-10 minutes as we all kind of come in and talk about it. Then we're gonna record Walford on Tap, which will likely go out 9-ish if we had to suggest. And then obviously we'll talk for a little bit after it's done, and then we'll fuck off for like till 9:45. Then we'll be back.
Fair, so the out of 10, I'm probably going to give it a 7. Fair enough. He's pretending when he saw a cat coming up the stairs. Yeah, I feel like he's just going to Undertaker his way up. He's just going to, hello guys. Could have been better, but classic EastEnders Christmas. Very generic. The second part, was there any actual funny bits? Max going down the elevator was funny. He didn't really go down an elevator, but he just sort of ducked down because that was funny. But if you follow Jack Wood on Instagram, he loves to post in the Brannon's AI dancing. And
Right.
I also seen Jamie Borthwick's Instagram where he said Merry Christmas, hope for a better 2026. So you know,
Yeah,
and
he has had
for
a
the
pretty
joke,
shit one, I can't lie.
Anthony's RKO cat down the stairs. Oh, fucking love it. That's how Anthony wins. The joke I was going to make is if that because Chrissy's wearing red, I was going to do those shitty what people do when they go, "Do you know Easter eggs?" Because I was going to be like, "Do you know that Chrissy wearing red is a reference to the war that she supports in Palestine?" But obviously I couldn't make that in the reactions, but I'll make it here because it's not because if this will be kept up, so it'll be fine. It's not in the reactions, so like it'll be fine. No, I mean actually comedy written into the script. There was barely any.
The fight.
Basically, there was two fights, and I mean, you had Max and Jack who did an all right fight, and then you bloody had just no, you're not the dad. Yes, I
I
am.
guess,
No, you're
yeah,
not.
Kathy being drunk, the barbs back and
Yeah.
forth between Jack and Mac, the family reacting.
Max being drunk and Cindy being drunk. Kat said he's dead, but never checked him over.
Yeah.
Exactly. So I don't suspect him being dead. I don't see blood pouring out of his head either. So I mean, you could probably show like blood on the carpet, but I didn't see any, so I don't know. Is he dead? We'll find out in part two. That's why this is getting
I
a second
highly
part.
doubt it. I think Anthony just leaves
Soaps are
disgraced.
soaps are always depressing at Christmas, Michael though. So Christmas Michael though. So we ain't gonna get a happy ending in soaps. Like the Slater girls years ago with the turkey. Yeah. Um. Oh, is this being recorded for a video?
Probably just for the stream on.
Right. I'm gonna see Anthony Truman if he's actually wooden in soap in. Oh my God, he's in a
Not
lovely
yet.
elf
We'll do
costume.
it after the Wolford on tap. I'm just pulling stuff up now.
Funny enough, it wasn't that depressing. Yeah, no, it wasn't really depressing. Um, I did just, it's not bad. Don't think Anthony's dead. I think it will be flashback. I think it would be stupid to flashback something that's like this. True. Um, uh, I will see what happens. Is all I'll say. I'm not really looking forward to the second part because I know the second part will definitely be where we get the redo of the iconic moment of "You're not my daughter, yes I am." I can see, like guys, I know I've made a joke about this for months, but I've seen Ben Whiteley. He's totally going to try and do that. "You're not
Yeah.
my daughter, yes I am." Duff duff, and then Chrissy Watts comes out of nowhere, runs Anthony over, jumps out of the car and goes, "He's dead. Let's go, lads!" And they all party and then do a jiggle. Yeah, that's how it's gonna end. There you go. I think the emphasis is going to be the New Year's episode. Yes. I always find it hard that Cindy doesn't know Max. But she knows of Max. She doesn't know
She doesn't
what
know what
Max
he looks
physically
like.
looks like.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which I mean, if you just go bald to ginger, no one's really going to go, "Oh, that's Max." They might think it's angry ginger instead. So.
I think for me, if I give something of a review, obviously we'll talk about it in the Wolford on Tap, which we'll do live. Underwhelming is definitely it. It's why I don't like part 1 and part 2 Christmases. Because if it was just in one, you go, okay, now it heats up. But just as it's about to heat up, now I have to wait for 2 hours to watch. Well, an hour and 20, but we still have to wait a good chunk of time to see the result. But yeah, I don't know. Just it's just like this story. The stories don't deserve the Christmas, in my opinion. I don't know what else you'd give it at this point in time because this is what you've drilled in. But these don't really. These don't feel like they actually fit for me.
Yeah, yeah. I didn't really like this Christmas. I liked the aspect of Max and Jack, which again this sort of era of EastEnders will divide people a lot, coming from my perspective, because they are trying to ham home the 2000s, but also try and build modern to it. But the problem is, the people who watch the 2000s are likely not going to watch the 2020s because to go from the 2020s, the first 5 years you had Gray Atkins, Reese Caldwell, shit Bianca return, George Knight being forced down our throats. You had Cindy return from the dead, which yes, you could include that famous clip from I think it's Gavin and Stacey. I stopped watching men then watch was brought back from the dead.
I thought,
Just with
it's just
Cindy.
old Rob Brydon.
See,
I couldn't come back
yeah,
after they brought Den Watts back from the dead.
yeah. And then also Anthony being back. See, we got a comment yesterday that was very interesting. I guess I'll pull it up, and I'm not going to like shit on this person. They've generally left a good comment. It's not like your opinion sucks, you're fat and you're ugly. They actually left a decent comment that was nice. And I'm going to read it because it generally resonated with me because it understands that we're not really, if you couldn't tell by our angriness and bitterness, we're not really fans of this era. But we got a lovely comment on our Walford on Tap, which it's nice that people sometimes check out the Walford on Taps because even though this Christmas has been shit, there is one person who's definitely watched all of them. But I will agree. So this is by I think his name's Subhan 781 or
Regular
seven
commenter.
eight six one. Yeah, and they say, anyway, I'm so glad that they brought them back. I love this storyline. It's one of my all-time favorites from back in the day. I started to watch the show in 2003 when the show was on fire. We had characters like Dennis and his relationship with Sharon. They burnt our screens with fire. I know these characters really, really well. I obviously watched it and over again. The Dan Watch murder storyline, and I remember when Chrissy hacked off Kate's hair for her affair
Yeah,
with
it's good.
Den. What a good
It is a good moment.
what a good era 2002 2005 was. Kim Metcalf was one of my earliest crushes as a child in 2005. I don't know why I read that bit, but I just did. When Den's storyline was going on, I was
Yeah.
8 years old in
Are you going to read
2005.
out other personal details like the social security number?
3586. I was 8 years old in 2005, and I've been waiting for over 20 years for them. So I don't agree with you lot are saying because some of us do want Sam and Chrissy and Zoe to reunite, and it's finally happened. I've been waiting a long, long time for this, and yeah, I only care about Chrissy as the character. I don't care what the actress believes in, and yes, I stand and support Palestine, which we all do. But let's our opinions to ourselves though, and yes, I am obviously excited because this Xmas, you think one's not, but they're others that do. You do realize we had been waiting a very long time for Sam, Chrissy, and Zoe to reunite 20 years on our screen. And the only thing I will add to this, the problem with it is it feels a bit overdue because because I know when I say Jew, I'm putting emphasis on the D and U. So it sounds like I'm saying Jew. I'm not saying Jew, I'm saying do. But it's been overdue for years. But the problem is they waited 20 years instead of 5. And like I don't want to shit on that person. That's a great comment. But the
Yeah.
problem I feel like you have is not many people really give a shit. Like, I pretty much
I'd
did a
imagine for a lot
shitty
of people,
impression
just
of.
too much time has passed, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Like, the statute of limitations is you can't wait 20 years and go, you guys excited? It's like, no. Like,
See,
it's
it's
been
kind
20
of.
years.
And they made a reference to it about the Gallagher brothers in this, but it's sort of like how people feel about Oasis reuniting. Where, yes, people waited upwards of 17 years for it to happen, but depending who you are, you're very excited for the reunion. Or like, are you guys back for the money? Which they are, but are you guys back for the money? Or are you actually back for the fans? And that's where you have the whole thing. So I can see that in a sense, where it's like that, where you always have the general audience who are like, why is this happening? But then there'll obviously be like 100 to 200 people who are actually genuinely excited for this. The only problem I feel like is it's going to rely on the knowledge of 2005, which if you're a new viewer, it will be harder for you to understand because yes, you might know of Denwatts dying, but you might not know the characters, if that makes sense. And hopefully, I help explain that to people that it's been 20 years and you are pretty much relying on nostalgia. And I know this is ironic coming from the two of us when people were saying this about Chris Crenshaw, but it's the exact same thing Ben Whiteley is doing. Because I did a shitty impression to Ash, and I pretty much went to Ash. It's like when you're a child playing with your WWE action figures, or you're playing with your action figures, and you're, I have Anthony, and now I have Zoe. Kiss. let's go, kiss, woo. And then he will be the dad, and it'll be cool, and then everyone will love it. Everyone will love it, and it'll be awesome. And it's like, yes, but Ben Whaley, you're a 40-year-old man. It's been 20 years.
He's
Your
not that
era of
old.
EastEnders happened 20 years ago. Yeah. Your era of EastEnders happened 20 years ago. You can't recreate the magic because half the characters are either dead in real life or dead on the show or just fucked off and never came back. Like, Jen Watts has been dead for 20 years. The person died 6 years ago. I don't think he's coming back. As much as I'd love Den Watts to return a third time, I don't think it's happening, boys. I don't see it happening. I could be wrong. They could be like digging him up right now and putting him in the revive generator, but like I don't see it. But yeah, that's my entire stance. It's literally he's playing with his toys. Like, kiss. You're the parent. Yay. Okay, but what about Dermot Dolan? Fuck off. That's the DLC, and I don't have the DLC. Leave me alone. I want the base game, the OG remake. But yeah, Chrissy coming out of jail was good precursor to this reunion.
Precursor.
I can see that. Oh, predecessor to this. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, just thought I'd give my rambling opinion.
I don't know. All in all, I think it was a pretty underwhelming Christmas episode, though. Like, I don't think if it wasn't particularly exciting in the moment, the only the main big excitement is the fact that there was a really stupid fight at the end, and that was implying that Anthony's dead, but he's probably not. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. All right, so is it time to do Walford on tap?
You want to do strictly first because you obviously have to stream up, and I can't really film with the yes. Oh, there we go. Fine. And you've assumed you've sent me the title.
Yeah,
he has. Thank you. Is Anthony Truman dead? I did just side note. I did watch Evil Dead last night.
nice. How was it?
Or is it Ash vs. the Dead?
Yeah, Ash
the first Sam Raimi movie ever.
Yeah.
The first movie, Sam Raimi ever did. It was pretty good. Pretty good. I enjoyed it.
It is a classic. I also got this sick Art the Clown t-shirt. Again, look at this beautiful fucking. Whoa. Pretty good. Pretty good.
You could stand up if you want, but obviously I
that means I
understand
have
why
to
not that
stand up.
jumper.
That means I have to stand up.
He's gonna try and stand up and just go like that into the desk. That's what's gonna happen to him. It's gonna flare flop
like a baby, just face first.
No, that'll be brilliant, wouldn't it? Go on, do it for us. Fall on camera.
I'm not that drunk. Fuck me.
Just do what I did when I was over at your house last and fall down the stairs. I fell down one step. I didn't fall down the full stairs. I fell down one
Pacey
step.
Mitch goes, I thought Anthony would go over the railing of the stairs. I thought it was likely, but they probably don't want to. They don't want any flashbacks to Christmas 2018. So let's not push any people who don't like Slater women down the stairs. Magoo Sharp says, in my opinion, New Year's Eve will make or break Ben Wadey. Yeah, but he's got a lot more time to fix it. As I always maintain, a soap is only ever a good few weeks away from being like the best, in my opinion. But when the weeks pile up and they've been pretty rotten, of course it's all like doom and gloom. Oh, the soap's dying. Oh, it's been shit. So all he needs is just a good couple weeks, and then suddenly people will start to go, yeah, it's actually been quite good now. So, but I do agree, I've kind of reached the point where I'm like, will I like this era? It's been 6 months now, and I'm not really a big fan of it. So will I actually like this?
I will just read Oliver Blake's WI5 comment here. They say Ben Whaley has ruined Anthony Truman EastEnders a little bit. I've made this comparison multiple times, and I'll make it again just for people who don't watch the Walford on Top, which you don't have to, but if you do, you've already heard me say this. In a sense, Anthony Truman has been Alfred Moon 2018 to a lot of people, and yes, I can see why like people won't like this iteration of Anthony. The problem is Anthony has never really evolved since he initially left in 03-04. So you had to kind of do something new, where the problem you had with Alfie, oh bollocks, I hit the microphone, but the problem you had with Alfie is he left in 2016, 2017, and then he obviously Red Water, and then he came back and they completely derailed it. Anthony was last seen in EastEnders in 2011 or 2014, and with that they had his kids and his wife, and they went, yeah, they're all happy together. They're in Scotland. Fuck off, no, Anthony. We don't want you. We want Paul, but losing on. And now they brought him back. But I can see the critique of why people won't like this Anthony, because Anthony was always deemed the nicer one. He was always
Yeah, he was always the good boy.
more likable one. Yeah, but obviously, for someone who is watching it, they would go, "You're character assassinating him. You're You're Flanderization him. I think that's the term. Flanderizing him." And that I could see that being the problem.
I think the big issue is I don't think Anthony, to ruin a character, I'd argue it has to be good in the first place. And I don't extend that to Anthony Truman.
Yeah.
Excuse me, sorry.
True,
but how long do we wait? I think it's the anniversary, really. I think we wait till the anniversary because, let's be real, the January episodes aren't going to bang because January is always the worst month in soap, except for Corriedale, which is obviously taking place first month of January. But other than that, the only reason it's been made a big deal is because ITV's changing the schedule. But fundamentally, most soaps in January are just garbage. And you just have to stick through it because it gets better. Because obviously you have the anniversary in February. So.
The John return in Emmerdale was good. I do think EastEnders was a bit poor, but they might have pulled it all out for the aftermath when it's the next one.
Yeah, true. All you need is a really good part 2, and then suddenly people forget about part 1. Which we've not even received any nasty comments about the Christmas ranking, so no one's gotten super angry about it, which is fun.
Let's just pave the way to Anthony's wife and kids to come to the square. I basically think Ben Wadey wants to fucking do what he did to Dermot Dolan. Alternate timeline. We're not going to mention them. They'll be fine.
Nah, they ain't coming back. I don't think Anthony's dead, but I definitely think he leaves by New Year.
I could see it being a situation where he just hides in the Vic, and then at the end, the episode Chrissy watched comes in with a car and just absolutely plows him out of it. Not in the sexual way, but like into the car way of hitting a person, of hitting him.
Fantastic. Nice over explanation there.
You're welcome, you're welcome. Why does Piggy explain everything? Just in case people don't understand my ramblings.
Yeah.
But guys, it is it's 20:35, it's 8:35 for people who don't use that time. We are going to record now. I will read your comments. But I will have to.
Why are you doing it in the most patronising way possible? Look now, kiddies, we're gonna record now. Fuck, what are you doing? They're our regular viewers. They're all normal people.
Look, people. I'm trumping it.
Fucking ridiculous. Right, now explain it in a not patronising way, please.
We're going to record. Yeah, okay, so you're suspended. You're suspended, Michael Sharp. Take away his permission. Cut off his balls. Cut off his balls. Leech him in front of everyone. He's banned. I'm the teacher. Teacher,
don't give
my
the
turn
idiots
to be the
power.
teacher.
That's what I say.
Yeah, that was the mistake they made in school.
All right, we're going to record Walford on Tap now. It'll probably take 10 to 15 minutes as the episode wasn't particularly important. Obviously, if you want to chime in, put your messages in the chat and we'll likely read them out because that much to say about the actual episode.
No.
But there'll be some camera switches and shit, so yeah.
Bonjour, Piggy and Ash. How are you doing? We're doing good. I patronised the entire crowd here. You just missed it, so
I'm doing good. Been a good Christmas day. Hope you've been doing good.
Yeah. I've just to very quickly show this again. I've been having my sparkly apple and pear drink, I think, or in the reactions, it is alcoholic champagne. It's not. I think it's just a drink you give kids. Really, I found it in the Polish section. So yeah, I'm going to record now.
All right.
So 3. I can't say dead, by the way. So if you're wondering why I say if I dance around the word dead in the first minute.
Easy.
I just say passed on. He might have passed on.
Yeah.
And you will understand why monetization and stuff.
I say that. We got to put in the YouTube gulag again. Apparently our rating accuracy is low. Every video we do gets monetized. You bellends. Anyway, sorry.
Yeah, we're in the gulag. But yeah, so I'm gonna start now. 3, 2, 1. Anthony Truman might have been unalive. There we go. Thank you, Pacey. I've TikToked it. There we
True.
go. Sorted. So yeah, Anthony Truman might be unalived. We can't say the actual word just yet because YouTube will put us in the gulag or will take our channel down. But yes, so I'm gonna run through part 1 of Christmas,
To be
and
fair,
if this
one thing I want to do just for Christmas, sorry to interrupt, I do just want to give the base reaction to the F. Then we can obviously run through and get all in the minutia because we've all just watched Christmas. We don't want to have to sit through 10 minutes to get what people thought about it. So, what did you think about the episode?
it was terrible. It was terrible. Uh, it was just a filler because they're obviously going to rely on part 2 to be the key like thing to bring it home. But this just fell flat on its like ass. That's all I gotta say. It was just like literally except for Max and Jack and then Max and Cindy, nothing happened, boys. Nothing happened.
Yeah, for me, it was the general. It's the one. I mean, it's the reason why I've been kind of really hating on two-part Christmas EastEnders episode because it always feels like part 1 is exclusively there to build for part 2, which means nothing really that big happens in part 1 until the very end. So if they set up the whole Chrissy's gonna show up and she's gonna give Zoe what's what, Zoe shows up for about 30 seconds overall. No build up to Jasmine. The most build up is obviously Max and Jack like facing off, and also Zoe and Anthony having a brawl, which was funny and it is dramatic and it is like, oh holy shit, this is happening. But also not exactly. I mean, if you tell anybody what happens in this episode, people are just going to be like, all right, okay.
Fair enough.
But all in all, it was a bang average Christmas episode, in my opinion. Nothing, no real flair, no real exciting twists. Just it was okay. And at the end of the day, if part 2 is great, then nobody remembers part 1, a la 2007.
Yeah, the reverse of it. So yeah, I didn't really enjoy the episode. I just thought it was middling, just bang average.
It's definitely not one of the worst, but if you line it up against like the last 10, it's probably quite low.
Yeah, Leon described it perfectly, because this has been recorded live on YouTube. But yeah, Leon described it perfectly, saying, "I don't think it was terrible. It was just generic," which yeah, pretty much sums it up. I
I
want to
think it's
say,
a bad omen for if this is what you want your Christmas episodes to be. Probably a little bit worried. Obviously, you can do it better in part 2 and next year, but like if this is your this Christmas episode's gonna bang. Oh, people don't really care about it because they don't really like the characters who are leading the stories. They just don't understand, do they?
and I do want to say, what's going to be interesting, and I've preferenced this before, what's going to be interesting about this Christmas is when we have to review it again next year. It's not going to be part of our ranking for next year because next year's ranking is 85 to 01. But it will be interesting to see what we think of it compared to now. Because in a year's time, we could think it was fantastic, but now we could think it's terrible. And yes, that's why I always try and ask, could we do a modern Christmas, which like the previous year, because it's interesting to see how it looks a year on, and it will be interesting in a year's time to see if it's aged well or has aged terribly.
I mean, it's like
But yeah,
even
that's
with the Sixmas, even like watching that at the time because it was the year our channel kind of popped off and it all went crazy. So being kind of swept up in all that momentum, it's like, oh yeah, this is great. But then watching it a year on, you just go, yeah, this is good, but it's not as good as I remember it being in the moment.
yeah, and will I quickly run through the episode? There's not really much to talk about. I'll just run through it very quickly, will I?
Let's just read. Leanne says, I think the New Year's Eve episode will be the big one as I had more marketing than Christmas. Yeah, that's true. I mean, pretty similar. It's like with Coronation Street right now. Coronation Street release their Christmas episode early, which they don't do. They never do. They've not done before. But all of the bells and whistles are being set out for Corriedale, which is a sign of intent, but also in a way it kind of became this Christmas Kingmakers Corriedale to be as big as it possibly can be. So therefore this Christmas was a little bit more down to earth.
Yeah. And Fiona George says, I think you need to judge Christmas episodes when both parts come out. Yeah, but it's nice to have the immediate reaction first, if that makes sense. Um, uh, and
Yeah,
I'll
yeah,
obviously
I fully respect it, and obviously, when we actually review it properly, we're gonna do a review like afterwards. But yeah, it's kind of what we have to do. Really, we have to take what we've currently been given, and if we don't really like what we've currently been given, it's we're not going to speak about it particularly glamorously. But I do agree with the sentiment.
yeah, and I'm going to read Paisley's comment here. And Michael, I will read your comment, but when we are off the video, I will read your comment. He's just asked me what part of Ireland I'm from, and I don't really want to answer it when I'm filming a video. But someone's just going to show up my door with a pizza tomorrow. It's funny, Michael. He's going to be there with a pizza, not much mistletoe over his bollocks. But next year I predict the Fic gets blown up again or Mick returns. As like mentioned, the whole back his body was never found, and I'm sure if asked, Danny Dyer will return.
Danny Dyer doesn't return until the money dries up and he stops getting roles. And currently
Danny
he's doing a shitload of gambling adverts, which getting some of that fucking dough. He's becoming more of like a reality TV personality with obviously his daughter Danny Dyer. She's with Jared Bowen, famous West Ham footballer. He'll come back when the money dries up, or when Shirley returns and all the kids probably return. There'll be a lot of conditions as to how he gets back.
Yeah. Yeah, I know Fiona. But yeah,
we aren't sniping. We do agree.
Yeah, we do agree with you. And thank you for the kisses. I appreciate it. He's also the stepdad of Jared Bowen, like you said. Yeah, I was trying to say Brown for some reason. I don't know why.
I knew his brother, so
he went to school.
Hope his parents are a little bit. I hope they're raised better than their kids. Just some sniping. Anyways.
So how do you want me to do this episode? Do you want me to go through it, or do you want me to just?
Let's just rattle through it. Let's rattle through the main bits.
Yeah, okay. So obviously the main bits. Did you guys watch Strictly? Funny enough, stay tuned to after this video's been done, and you will see my reactions to Anthony Truman, who is a key part of this Christmas on Strictly, and see how I will judge him. I don't know if he's as good as Les Dennis or worse than Les Dennis, but I will find out. So stay tuned. And that is obviously on the stream exclusive. So, yeah. So very quickly, the crux of this is we see all the families. We see the Mitchells, not the new Mitchells. The only new Mitchell we see is Barney, and he has a little like saucepan on his head. And then we see obviously the Brannans. All the Brannans are here. Even Oscar gets the kiss. Peter, you know. If I wanted to be
months
wanky
in the
about
making,
it, I could.
By the way, it was.
Yeah. If I wanted to be wanky about it, I could do the "Did you know?" like shitty clips where I could be like, "Did you know him kissing Peter was actually set up months ago?" When he says, "Oh, I was gonna say your son, your boyfriend looks handsome." But yeah, so yeah, we see all the family, and then Anthony's just being a dick. Is all I can say. Basically, his wife doesn't want him to come over for Christmas, from what I gathered, and it's like, "Fuck you, bitch." It's like, Jesus, Anthony, I know you. I know
it's giving incel. That bitch took my kids away, so I'm gonna take her away. That bitch. It's all Anthony does. It's what he does. He's a woman hater.
But yeah, and then we go into the fake. I love this so much. So I don't love the first bit of this setup, but I love the second bit when Chelsea comes in. So Kat basically goes to Zoe, look, Zoe, look, I know you don't want to hear this, champ. I know you don't want to hear this, but both your kids are dead. Look, I'm sorry. Jean's also got the turkey on, champ, so we will have turkey about 12, but your kids are dead. Sorry to break it to you. And then Chelsea's like, actually, no, they're not. They're alive. And then he's lying to you. And then Kat's like, wait, what? Yeah, the kids are both alive, including the daughter who you said was dead, but the daughter is alive. And then she's like, no, stop lying. And I was like, no, he was bullshitting you. He was basically trying to trick you. And that's the crux of this episode.
I mean,
And
equally, we get a meal between the Brannings and the Beals where it is unveiled that Max now knows that the rest of the Brannings kept stum about baby Annie being his. And it then just becomes a dick measuring contest. See how I try to find a different analogy? That's the best one. It does become a dick measuring contest as it's then revealed that obviously Jack and Stacey had some rumpy pumpy, should we say? And then Max just gets a little bit. He gets a little bit angry. They have a punch up, and then Max finds himself going to the Albert where Cindy is drinking alone, and yeah, so Max and Cindy, as I've been saying the whole time, I want Max and Cindy to be this horrendously toxic. They don't know each other, are each other yet. So until they know that point, I want them to be really, really chummy. And obviously, they're getting together. Let's not pull any punches here.
um,
So yeah,
Le-
I want to see this toxic dynamic.
Leanne famously commented on the reactions and in the stream, and she said Max got a bike for Christmas. So yeah, and Michael Sharp also said Cindy and Max going to get jiggy jiggy. So yeah, so there we go.
Jiggy, 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 can't you see? That's a word to sit beside me.
Look, we don't care about this Christmas episode. You can probably tell I am on this, boys. We do not care. But oh my god, I went too far back in this stream. Jesus, I have to catch up. There we go.
What else happens really? Oh, and obviously, where the end comes in, Anthony and Zoe confront each other, seemingly one last time, where they both yell at each other, and then they get into like this weird, like really soft fight, where Zoe smashes Anthony's head against the wall, and then I don't remember how, but Anthony knocks Zoe out, and then
hits her head off the banister.
The duff is Kat comes up and wakes Zoe up and says he's dead. So Anthony Truman may or may not be dead, but also she didn't check his pulse, so I find it quite unlikely that he's just going to get. It feels too soon to do another body on the Queen Vic floor. So soon.
Yeah, and famously, what was I going to say? Yeah, I was going to say, basically the fight was like, if you want to watch BDSM, but you only have softcore porn. So, that's what it felt like to me. We only have the softcore option. We don't have the hardcore option, okay? So, yeah.
I will, like, the fight was very campy and very ridiculous.
Imagine
it was fun. It was a lot of fun. But also, this is the Max and Jack fight was fun because they were just taking pot shots. The Zoe and Anthony fight was fucking stupid.
Is it I don't know if it's Coronation Street, but is it as bad as the one where the woman pushes the man down the stairs and he just runs?
It's not as bad as that. It can't be as bad as that.
Is it as bad as Kojo falling over the banister or jumping over the banister?
It's
railing
on the same level, I think.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Did we miss anything necessarily?
No, not really. All that I remember from this episode mainly is Max doing the elevator to Cindy and saying he was Santa Claus, but he got divorced. Which must be rough for Santa this time of year. But yeah, that's mainly what happened in this episode. Nothing much happened. Hopefully part 2 will deliver. We also seen the teaser of Chrissy interacting with Sam. So who knows? And basically Sam went, Chrissy what? And she went, yeah, it's me. And also, she broke up with Jake Moon. So
Yeah, he's not been seeing Jake Moon, which the nice little happy ending they set up for her is seemingly not happening. But yeah, so obviously the setup is Chrissy did about 30 seconds of scenes in this episode. But obviously, she'll get a ton more in the next episode as they're building to her showing her face in the Vic. Obviously, once the party dies down and she can actually get alone time, it's basically it will be set up like Den's death. It will be because Sam will be there, Zoe will be there, and Chrissy will be there, and yeah, I don't know. Maybe they wouldn't do it fully note for note with Anthony Truman, but yeah. So fundamentally, not the best part one, but a good part two will kind of correct all wrongs and make us forget about the pretty clumsy part one. A good part two, for some people, just go, yeah, only watch part two. So obviously, we'll see.
yeah, and thank you for sticking with us this Christmas. I appreciate it. We only have one more week to go, guys. Well, and tomorrow's episode, and then we only have 1 week, and then we're done. We're done. Not the chance
Oh
done.
God, I forget we have to do
Christmas.
next week, don't we? Oh.
We end next Thursday, and then we just have to do Monday following that for Curry Dale. But that, yeah. So we'll see you in the next one. Bye bye. Bye bye.
All right, thank you all the chatters for sticking around. We do appreciate you. To answer the questions we didn't want to answer whilst we were spamming doing the videos, did we guys watch Strictly? No, we're gonna watch Strictly in basically the second Piggy renders the video out. And then as Michael says, are you guys having a halftime break for the next episode? I need the shop doll. Yeah, we'll be going off air pretty shortly. After we do the Strictly, and there'll be like a half an hour, 45-minute gap between this because look. It has been a good Christmas day. I don't want to fill for 45 minutes.
Hold on, can I just stream this to you very quickly?
Yeah.
Because people were complaining about my audio levels. Yeah, it'll just be for a second.
Yeah.
Just here, Anthony Truman might have been on a live. There we go.
Good.
Thank you, Pacey. Yeah, is that fine?
I think it sounds good to me.
All right. Everyone gets to see the production value of Piggy.
Yeah, Piggy in his editing suite. All right, and one thing I will preempt. Mitch says, I think it's hypocritical that Max was like, oh, you. Oh wait, that'll be shut. I think it'd be hypocritical that Max was like, oh, you slept with my ex, and then got mad when Jack said you slept with your dead son's ex. I mean, EastEnd as Fiona says, everybody on EastEnders are hypocrites. Play.
And also, Michael. Sorry, no one calls you Mac. Where do I live? I live in Kildare or around the Curragh camp. Which, if you don't know, the Curragh is where Braveheart was filmed. So yeah, I can go see the set of Braveheart if I want to. Braveheart, it's the one with William Wallace, is what I'm trying to say.
Yes.
William Wallace, the guy, the Scottish guy.
Yeah.
Just making sure.
All right, are you
cool? Thank you.
Are you done?
Please don't, Michael. This is just running out just very quickly. Michael, please don't show up tomorrow with my Please don't show up with a pizza tomorrow and just a pair of baubles around you.
I mean, he will take the pizza.
I will take the pizza. My dad just. Yeah. My dad will just be very confused. But yeah, then you get big Nige, and everyone loves Big Nige. I'm so glad I didn't stutter there because I could have said something very wrong. But yeah, everyone loves Big Nige. Everyone loves him. So yeah, I'm ready to see Anthony Truman deliver.
Right. I guess
and if you can't
I'll
tell,
just record it just in case it is actually funny. I'll do a little intro. All right. Okay, so now whilst doing the live stream, it was Christmas Day on Strictly, which meant they do a Christmas special. And this time they announced that Anthony Truman's actor, Nicholas Bailey, was going to be on Strictly. And his reputation precedes him.
Sorry.
He is mightily wooden. And we just want to kind of see if he is as wooden as he is in acting. Which, it's the whole thing of don't quit your day job. But, the day job quit him.
And Michael, I will attest that, and I will see you in the summer in your speedos. Yeah.
All right,
So,
let's start playing this. Okay, he's moving. He's
oh,
moving. He's doing flips.
for most wonderful
He is not
time
moving
of the
anything. I can't
year.
lie. He
He's
is
barely
stiff
moving his
as a board.
legs.
I think he is Waluba, who is a fantastic dancer. But you can also say, on Strictly, you can tell if someone's not very good if they do lifts. And if there are lifts, the dancer's garbage in the covering for it. He's not too bad. I'll give him that. He's not horrendous.
He's not bad. He's not bad.
He's no Les Dennis.
No, no. That's Dennis is in his own camp.
To be fair, he's also been given the very easy, like, just... I'm not going to act like I know I can say the dance. I'll say it's a waltz. He's also put more facial expressions than he's done on EastEnders this whole year. So you have to begrudgingly accept this isn't as bad as I thought it was going to be.
No, it's not. It's not. He's actually giving a tit, which is a mental to say.
It's actually alright. Yeah, the Viennese waltz. Thank you, thank you.
I was going to say Vietnamese, but that's the wrong one.
That's the wrong one.
He's not bad. Does he do a second
That
dance?
was alright. I highly doubt there's a second dance. Go on. What do they... Wait, hold on. This got 10s. You're taking the piss. He nearly got a 40. He nearly got. It wasn't that good.
39.
Does he win, or does Tess win? Because obviously she's leaving. Who gets the foot? Who wins? Who wins? Oh, hey, it's a big group dance of everyone. Okay. Who wins? Okay, it's. I assume that's Scarlet Moffat. Yeah. All right, he didn't win. Justified.
He didn't win.
The
Okay,
hatred
okay,
is justified. He did better than I thought he was going to. Maybe he's not as wooden as his acting suggests.
Maybe he should quit his day job and become a dancer. He could do very well, very good in the clubs in Spain. You know, all he has to do is dance and then sell a bit of gear, and he'd be fine.
I think he'd
That's all he
still
has
be
to
good doing CBBS, really.
But I really hope
it's a bit facetious.
I really hope my copyright-free music made it into the final cut of the CBBS.
Yeah, should do. Should do.
Clip. But yeah, can you sign red? That's all we have to. That's all Anthony would have to do.
Yeah. All right, that was good fun. Obviously, it's kind of it's annoying to show it, but not show it at the same time. But it's just the kind of state of play with YouTube. You don't fuck copyright at all in the slightest, unless you have to. So that's unfortunate. Does anybody have any closing remarks in the chat? I think this is where we start to kind of tail off. For now, do you have any final thoughts, words, feelings, Piggy?
Just give me a second. I'm uploading the video, mate.
I mean, look, it was good fun. It's always it's the cool thing with live streams, right? Where nobody else does it, so it is cool for everybody to collect and like react to the episode as it's happening. And it's that kind of thing where if you're like me a couple years ago when nobody watches EastEnders around you, so you just go, I'm just going to watch it by myself and check Twitter afterwards. It's a fun way to share it with other people who are also pretty like-minded. So that one I'm always like, I feel like no matter how big the channel gets, I feel like unless in some bizarre world where I end up having like kids or some shit, which you know probably unlikely to happen. It feels imperative that we always do the big live stream for the big episode. So
I will say we will be back in a half an hour, but I will say I'm not drunk, by the way, but I feel drunk drinking this sparkly drink. So I'm gonna continue drinking it when we get back. That's why I love you guys. Oh, Alihan, thank you.
We do
and
indeed
Michael
love you
is
too. We do love you more
Michael is
when
trying
you
to.
gift us memberships. That we do. That does seal the deal.
You do so much for the community. Oh my god, again, our ego stroke.
Oh,
Stop it.
tell us more.
You can't see it. Ash
We're
is
staying
risen
for 40 more
the desk.
minutes.
The desk is risen 3 inches off the ground. In
We do
Ash's house.
appreciate it. It's not necessary. It does feel. I mean, this isn't meant to be like a complaint. It does feel sometimes like a bit of a thankless job, as we are still pretty small, so we don't really get that much feedback, and most people don't tell us if they enjoy all the stuff. So it's always nice to hear it. So do appreciate it. Oh, yeah, your microphone's got out.
I know I said that.
Should we be back now? Yeah.
Oh, excuse me. Sorry, I had pudding. I had a lovely pudding earlier on. Christmas pudding. Heated it up, put some chocolate sauce with it. But you'll hear that in part 2. What I think. Yeah, I appreciate everyone here who's here on Christmas Day, because
Yeah,
it feels
such a
nice
big thing to do as well. Like, imagine going, what am I gonna do on Christmas night? I'm gonna watch two idiots watch EastEnders. Like, that's crazy. Yeah,
Yeah, like it's nice to see this, and it's nice when people comment and give their opinions. I like when people give their opinions, but are not like, you guys are shit, but here's my opinion. I like when people are like, I don't agree with your opinion, but here's my opinion that I think you might agree with. I like when people do that and actually put their actual opinion on what they actually think, to like combat us, and not just go, you guys are shit, you're fat, you're ugly, you're delusional. Because it's nice.
I would also feel
to do
like a mad imposter if people did just rabbit our opinions. Though
Okay.
that would be wild.
Yeah.
I'd be like, whoa, what the fuck? I'm not any sort
you
of
guys-
genius about it.
Did you guys have a good Christmas? We did. Well, I did. I don't know about Ash.
I had a good
Ash's-
Christmas. I got nothing to complain about. As I said earlier, there was a run of pretty shit Christmases for over a couple of years, and like one Christmas ended with me crying, which was fun. But because at this point I've had some good Christmases now, so the pressure's off. I don't need. It's like birthdays. I had a pretty bad couple of birthdays, so now that I've had a couple of good birthdays, I'm not too anxious about it these days. But spent it with a family. Made dinner for everyone. Delicious. Had roast parsnips, which I never really do. Delicious.
Was your brother like in the kitchen, telling everyone the fuck
No,
off?
we were all chipping in. Three of us just all grinding away. Seen any Christmas films? I keep saying that I want to watch Black Christmas, the 1973 one, again, because I love that movie, and I want to watch Silent Night, Deadly Night again, obviously the 1980 version. I want to see those, because I love those movies, and they are great dumb horror movies. So
he's just gonna be giddy tonight. He's gonna have like the phone, and he's gonna have his legs kicking up and down while he's looking at these movies, like a little girl.
I'll probably watch it tomorrow. Honestly, I'll watch it tomorrow when my local team lose. They lose a local derby with like 3,000 fans in the stadium. They've lost again. Yeah, but he says garbage day. He says punish. It's good, great movies. I do love them. I would watch Terrifier 3, as that's technically a Christmas slasher as well. But
it is, and you get the chains off the arse. It's just I do very quickly want to say though. Usually boxing / Stevens' Day is where my dad watches the horse racing.
Nice.
So if in the recording tomorrow you hear some yelling, it will be my dad yelling at the horses, because there is a moment that didn't make into reactions, but we were watching an episode and all you hear is just as a fucking and you just hear my dad like talking to someone on the phone as he's walking into the hallway and then walking back into the where he resides for most of the day. But yeah, I had a nice Christmas. I had KFC. Well, we didn't have the chips. We didn't have the chips because obviously you don't want to have chips today. Yeah, but we heated up the chicken. We got some of the chicken together. We then added a bit of. We got the gravy yesterday. We got 2 large gravies.
Nice.
So because we got 14-piece bucket, so we had like about 5 pieces last night, and then we got the other half today, and my dad obviously put her with bit of KFC gravy, heated up the chicken, put a bit with mash, put it with mash.
Nice,
Bear in mind, you
nice,
wanted to make it a bit Christmassy. Put a
delicious.
bit of peas as well, and it was nice. It's actually delicious.
Maybe not the peas
I
aspect,
know
but
but it was nice. It was
well,
nice.
the issue with
So if
peas
you,
is the autism kicks in, whereas like the peas they have to be firm and not mushy.
you guys, you're doing well. Basically, in terms of voice, but Albert Square Attack. Yeah, I don't know
Their
if that was Albert
podcasts do
Square Attack.
bang though. It's their podcasts do
I haven't
bang.
seen. I just remember that one comment that we got. I don't know who said it, but it's like one of the guys in Albert Square Attack, which I'm going to assume was a sarcastic comment. They just said one of them was doing crack before the recording. I'm like, that's not nice to say about a competition. Like, what are you doing? Don't say
We
that
say
any of them were doing
competition,
crack.
friendly competition.
Friendly competition. Like,
I mean, I say
don't
that
diss
I
the
view
enemy.
them I view them as the more like family friendly type one, and we're obviously a bit more.
Mhm.
I mean, we are pretty
Edgy.
unapologetic and probably a little bit too edgy for the audience. Your live stream is so good. I enjoyed your reviews of the Eastenders of Christmas Past. Thank you.
It's going to be a shame when they're all done. Oh, yeah.
We'll have to find a new theme. Yeah, I don't really see Albert Square After Dark as competition, but they're the only other soap channel that I've not. The only other, they're the only EastEnders channel I've not really talked to that. Like I talked to Talking Walford when they were busy. I interacted with Soap Study a little bit, but we never really had any contact with Albert Square After Dark. But I feel like we just scare them off. I feel like we just scare them off. We're a bit much. Keep this
I
up.
think
You
it'd be
could
the
talk
angry.
to Chris Glenshaw or Ben Wadey. I'll be honest, I don't think we're ever getting those interviews. I don't think we say too much outrageous.
It's just gonna be like that weird. It's gonna be like when you just see fucking a weird celebrity just not mix in with the other celebrities, but he's somehow there. Like if
It's
you
like when I used to edit everything and suddenly all the outrageous things Piggy says are cut out and Piggy's in about 2 minutes of the video. Also, Chris Glenshaw, how your error was shit. Like, supposed to butter up the guests. We're supposed to give them easy questions. But
it's like how
I don't think I'd be good. I'd be a good interviewer. I'd be shitting myself. I'd be asking them like, so Chris, how are you? Yeah, I'm doing all right. Yep, sound. Why was the 6 so garbage?
I also feel like you might get X cast if they aren't hanging to go back but I feel like we would, and I don't know why this is what I bring up. I brought him up in the stream a few times, but I'll just bring it up again. It's like when Big John was like asked to meet Faraj. I feel like that'll just be us if we met any of them. If like met any like Wadey or Chris Clenshaw, we'd just be like Big John in that situation. Like, you shouldn't be here, but why are you here? I know he didn't meet up with him.
Oh,
if we
got the yes, we'd absolutely do it. But also, we're not going for it. So I think we're trying to do our own stuff. Like I appreciate that they did that because the interview with Glenshaw was cool. Asked a lot of good questions there. But yeah, I don't think that's not really our forte. I'd argue.
I also just think Ash would be anxious.
I hope that eventually, we do kind of popularize doing more of the video essays and doing it's the weird thing because we're such a small channel, but it's such a niche topic. Where we're technically innovating everything. we did the iceberg. No one's done an EastEnders iceberg before. We didn't start doing that. We didn't innovate the tier list, but obviously we did a bunch of them. We started doing the actual EastEnders heavy video essays, which no one else has really done other than Soap Study and Talking Walford. But those are theories and like other cool media look. So yeah, it's been fun, but it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. But it's nice that people appreciate it.
I think that would be my favorite question, though, Michael Sharp, as you said. Just asking Dan Lady or Chris Crenshaw, why are you here? You invited me, yeah, but why are you here? But you invited me.
Chris Glenshaw, you work for the BBC of head of continuing drama. Why are you wasting your time?
Are there any actors from EastEnders you'd want to meet? Oh, I'd love to meet Jack Wood. I'd love to meet him. I don't think we'd get along, but it would be funny to see him. I thought I probably said this before, but I've had a dream where I do somehow meet the cast of EastEnders, and they all just look at me like disgraced, and like, how dare you air our grievances out on your shitty little channel? I know they probably wouldn't. They'd be like, oh, there's people who actually talk about the show. But there is probably a few actors where if you meet them in real life, they'd be like, I don't like what you said about me online. I know, I know. That's why I said it. Um,
Family trees would be
but
good.
yeah, it would.
Piggy wants to do family trees, but I just look at the topic that I don't know how we do it in a way that's actually fun. Like, that's my
Yeah,
biggest
family
problem.
trees.
Like,
Fam-
how fun is a family tree if we just go, oh, and Archie is the son of this? Like, I mean, we can talk through some of the ideas. One thing I wanted, like, I'm not against doing the family trees, but I feel like we really need to kind of work out the concept and try and piece together a way to make it interesting and not horrendously boring. Like, I want to do a show called Dead Enders, where I want to go through all of the canonical EastEnders deaths and kind of go through like the context and stuff, but also time.
Also, the problem with family trees is so much stuff happens in a soap that, say, we do the Slaters, for instance, there's so much stuff that happens and is established by one executive producer that if a certain executive producer comes in and this is the dig of Ben Whiteley, they could retcon or change what happened in the past. So your family tree immediately becomes outdated, and then you don't know where it fits into the family tree. Like, for instance, with Jasmine being the daughter of Zoe, yes, that's a cool idea, but it would immediately outdated the video we would have done on the family tree, which would have went up to, I believe, called Slater. But we will probably do it. Profiles of the characters in each family, we could do that. I had a vague idea how I was going to do the idea. Don't mind that, she's just catching a fly. But my idea that I had was I was going to basically, if we weren't going to do it in yeah, extended family trees are pretty mad. But how I was going to basically do it is basically run down each member of the family. Probably wouldn't be able to do it in like a, so your thoughts on Charlie Slater, because then it'd be like 50 minutes of Charlie Slater. Okay, time to talk about Bev Slater, Haley's mom. Oh Jesus.
Yeah, it's
So
basically
it would
my
have to
angle
be like
for
a,
it is I don't think it would be particularly interesting in a podcast format. I feel like you'd have to properly write it and go in depth.
yeah, you'd have to write. Which, but I do want to try and write one and go through each family tree. But again, the problem is you're doing it on a soap where continuity changes or gets retconned, or just the establishment isn't established anymore. And that's the one problem I feel, because with how long editing videos would take. So say we did do the Slater family tree, and we only go into Zoe has kids, but we didn't describe them, and then December rolls around and the video's not done yet, it'd be like, and Zoe had kids that we don't know about, the daughter's dead, and then immediately the video's released, and we're like, some guy goes, yeah, but Zoe's daughter isn't dead. We're like, yeah, sorry. So it would be very hard, is what I'm trying to get across. ITV did something like that for Corrie.
I'm vaguely familiar. I've not watched them, but I do know they exist. So maybe at some point I go into the studio and not rob, but I will walk out of the room with a very heavy sack. One thing I did get, which is probably I'll put it on the full camera. I did get the Axeman Cometh, which is the Matthew Robinson book, which the whole angle is 40 untold stories about EastEnders, which at some point I am going to read and actually turn into a cool video. I also at some point I want to read the it's the big book where they detail the creation of EastEnders. I also want to go into that at some point, but I don't know. It's just about getting the time, really. It's getting the time, getting the motivation. I like stuff like what happened to that Eastender as well. I want like we've floated around doing the what happened to the original 24 stuff like that. But yeah,
We did
it's
have a
finding
video.
the time, it's finding the room, and then also it's about avoiding the burnout. It's about finding the right time because I'll be honest, I'm very bad for. I do things in waves. I'm very bad at actually keeping stable and not getting burnt out. Because I did the Christmas video essay, which came together really well, and I'm proud of it. But also, I don't want to work on anything script wise again for a while.
And obviously a plan we had was the Can Alfie Does Christmas 2018 ruin it, but that didn't come to fruition. We might make it for the anniversary. I don't know, but I do want to do that video because he has basically he is our Trojan horse. Is that the phrase?
I'd say it's more
He is
Achilles heel. As such.
yes,
It is our weak
because
spot. We
he's
do go to it every time we can.
yes. Did you see the In-Betweeners are coming back? Are you fans? Michael Schaff, I have seen that, and I feel like what people aren't going to realize is it won't be the In-Betweeners of old. Because the problem is they can't make disabled. They can make disabled. You can still do what they did, but you'd have to age up the characters. Because if Jay's still like, I fucked 12 bitches last week and I fingered 5 of them in a back alley, it's like, yeah, but you're a 40-year-old man now, so the humor doesn't really land. You just come across as a bit of a creep. Like
Yes.
compared to when he was a teenager and he went, "Oh, I can play the FIFA and I mate, completed it." Like, and plus, people are going to go, "He'll just be woke." Yes, because they're literally grown adults who have lived their entire life past school years. It won't be fucking the in-betweeners who are 40 still in secondary school. It'll be the in-betweeners who possibly have kids. And then I would do it where you have the in-betweeners who have kids, and then you do the kids' perspective. And yes, you can try and tackle then what modern kids go through, which I know will be very hard for writers who are in the 40s,
It's
but you can try.
especially so. It's a weird state of play where I feel like most of the in-betweeners humor is cringe humor, which is fine when they're
Yeah.
teenagers. But when they're adults, it comes. It's like, I mean, we made the example in the video the other day about Dumb and Dumber 2, where it's kind of funny because they're both idiots. They're both absolute idiots, but then when you see them do it 20 years on, you just feel bad. It changes how you initially view it.
And people will have to realize that if you're expecting the in-betweeners of 2008, you're an idiot in my eyes, because you have to evolve a character in a show like this. It's why I always laugh at the idiots who get mad that they made Malcolm in the Middle woke when. And I just want to preference this, and I know this might upset people. That they've confirmed that the original cast, so the 4 kids before the 5th kid, or the 3 kids before the 5th kid, so Malcolm, Reese, Dewey, and the brother who was in the army, they're all fine. It's the new kid who is non-binary. Let me repeat that: the new kid, not the one who barely had an inch of screen time, is the non-binary one. The other kids have all grown up, so you will see him,
Oh yeah, I should
and that's
check the video. I haven't actually touched the video yet.
But yeah, that's what I will say. Um, Jay will be working at his dad's businesses. Probably Simon will have kids. Oh, he's definitely breeding with Carly. Is our name? He's gonna.
Can you split up
He
with
has
Carl?
competition. What do you say?
Can you split up with Carl?
He might have. I haven't seen the movies in a long
Did you
time.
not watch the
We'll
movie?
probably. I have watched the movies. I just haven't seen it in a long time.
Well, because in the movie you
Um,
get with a woman who turns out to be a bit thingy. I say that I'm not
we'll
even a big fan of the
probably.
In-Betweeners personally. Like, I watched it as a teenager; it was kind of funny then, but I tried to watch it again, and I did not really fuck with it.
Neil just be
We have
Neil.
kind
Yeah,
of talked
I
through
don't mind
we've talked
revival
through the
shows.
entire possible breadth. I can't
Yeah.
lie. I guess we may
Uh,
as well just sit through it. It's only 20 more minutes.
yeah, I guess we will. I'll go for a piss in a minute.
Yeah.
But like, what I want to say is Simon had 2 or 3 scenes. But wow, so if this is being released by 2027, 2028, let's make a rough time frame. So it's because it's not going to be 2026 because it takes a year to write and then it'll take months to write contracts and see will this person come back and will this person come back and will this person come back. So say it's roughly goes into production by late 2026, it will be roughly about good 15 years after the second movie. So there's a lot to do because they'll be in their mid 30s to early 40s. So there's a lot of ways you can go about it. It's just people will have to realize it will be different. Yeah, don't forget the movies. If they just completely forget the movies, then you run into another problem because what you establish in the movies isn't working anymore or something like that. Kind of like how what was that show you like the Irish show? What's the name of it?
Tell me everything.
No, not Tell Me Everything. The Irish show with the two lads,
Oh,
Jock
two
and
lads. Oh, Young Offenders.
it's like the Young Offenders movie is kind of non-canon to the show, I think.
Yeah,
And
good
so
show as well.
so you know, it'll just depend really. Also, Will at the time is going to be in the new Star Wars movie in 2027. So, congrats to him.
I suppose if you go back to a bunch of dumb ideas that we wanted to do,
You talk while I go for a slash, please.
yeah, right. One thing we teased doing a Where Are They Now, which
I'm
is
probably
kind
gonna
of
grab like a snack
yeah,
while
go
I'm
ahead.
there.
One thing that might be we're gonna do like Where Are They Now to like probably the actors like Where Are They Now, but also maybe a character centric version. We did Six the Most Evil, which didn't bang and it didn't pop off despite expecting it to, but then I realized that the kind of slightly horror-ish niche of the slightly true crime-ish niche of EastEnders probably doesn't cross over that well. The one mammoth task that I don't think we'll ever actually do, but I want to do, is I want to cover the entire history of EastEnders, or frame it as the EastEnders timeline. But Christ, yeah, it's something. I want to do a lot more. Was it worth it? I want to do the Ronnie and Roxy death. I want to do Pat's death. I want to do the Archie Mitchell whodunit. I want to sort of go through a bunch of these sorts of topics. But yeah, it's kind of weird one where I like doing the scripted stuff in theory, but then I get burnt out really quickly, which is the problem. Because you know, I'm not very good at moderating myself. Come to the shop. All right, mate. I guess I will just chill. Music's not coming through. Correct. But yeah, there's a lot of other stuff we want to do, but it's just about the right time, the right place. Ideas there, thank you. I wanted to kind of go through early. I want to find a way to watch classic EastEnders, but I don't necessarily know how. Because I wanted to do like, obviously I wanted to do the EastEnders Untold, the story of how it began. Essentially, I want to do that book in like a mini documentary. I kind of want to cover early EastEnders to kind of bring it to the forefront as such. It's like when the channel was initially conceived. I was initially going to do videos about classic EastEnders. This was in like 2022, 2021-ish, where I was considering trying to go through classic EastEnders. But when Piggy like actually pitched to do the video properly, it kind of fell to the wayside because realized that I feel like the classic EastEnders niche is way slimmer than the actual EastEnders niche. So, yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of fun stuff we kind of want to do, but it's just a matter of time. And it's like in the new year. I know we say this every year, but we still want to actually. Well, it's the thing with members, right? Where this month we've been releasing content early for members, which I think we will try to continue to do in January to actually reward you guys who are supporting us financially. But it also means we'll try to, you know, keep the we'll try to keep a lot of the scripted stuff together, but probably focus on some smaller topics. You know, not necessarily doing every week doing an hour-long fucking video essay about how Anthony Truman sucks. It's like, because I had some good ones where, you know, we did the How'd You Get Into EastEnders, which I did like. I thought it was a kind of charming little dumb piece. I like doing the Was It Worth It Hollyoaks time jump because I felt like I was actually doing a decent recap of stuff. But then after that point, then I chilled until doing the Christmas video essay, and then I went, I can't be bothered to do anything else. Is Anthony dead?
No,
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
I think he
My
will
dad asked the same
I think
question.
he'll vanish like Reese did in a
Reese?
way, and then we'll see him like leave in like the new year or something. All right, I'm gonna be right
That'd be
back.
funny.
Once I go
Yeah,
to
you go for a piss car. You go piss car.
cameras on you,
Um,
boy. You don't say anything that will get us banned.
right, I'm gonna make sure my I'm just checking. Let me know if my microphone cuts out, guys. But yeah, so Anthony possibly isn't dead. What I will say is, if he somehow sneaks down that stairs past Zoe and Kat, that is something I will say. Um, as to what I'm having, just to show this off, is I keep wanting to do it there, but that's not where my camera is. I'm having some Reese's dipped peanuts, you know. Um, I just kind of munch on them. But yeah, so uh, what do I generally think over all this Christmas period about what happened in the show? I generally think it's been a weird month because unless you're really a fan of these characters, it just doesn't feel worth it. And yeah, I I just don't want to hate on the show. I don't really like hating on a show because at the end of the day, this does make me like. I do like reviewing it for you guys. I like appearing here. It's nice that people have an opinion on the show, and it's nice to actually hear the community's opinion on what they think of the show. But it's the fact that I don't know if I'm enjoying it mentally and physically, well, not physically but mentally, because I do remember Christmas 18 J Unit. Funny enough, here in the Watching Walford lore, that is kind of our like beating a dead horse in a sense. Just let me very quickly check. Yeah, it's our beating of the dead horse where we just occasionally bring it up, or I say occasionally, we bring it up every couple of times we can. Um, I don't see him being dead. You didn't see blood on the floor. He probably is bleeding from the head because he did whack his head off the door a bit aggressively, but I don't think he's dead. But again, just to ramble my point through this for all one people, because I know it's Ash just gone nuns here watching me, which I don't mind. But I do enjoy I do enjoy certain aspects of this era. I just don't like the characters that are being featured. Is my only problem because with the characters being featured, it just doesn't seem right. And I know, like yeah, I wouldn't assume he's dead. And if he is dead, it's a weird way to go. Yeah, uh, yeah. Well, folks, yeah, my folks are not. They might have just said something different, Fiona, about her. Just not really reveal anything, but who knows? Um, but it just I really don't know. Like I can't really describe in the words what I think about this Christmas episode. I've enjoyed appearing with Ash and doing like these episodes with Ash. I enjoy coming in, giving my shit opinions, and hope no one really takes them seriously. But I just don't see this era as one of my favorites. I think from the eras I've watched, I just don't see this being one of mine. Like I said, one of my favorites. It's just an era of what ifs and what could have been with the acting of cast members that I necessarily don't agree with. I'm not going to go into the Jamie Borwick casting acting. I'm not going to judge that one until more information comes out. But from seeing the standpoint where I can see a lot of fans divided over Christy Watts' return, because again, the clear thing I do like to mention when talking about Chrissy is we're talking about the character, not the actress. But I do understand why people would be mad because if she is an alleged, and I'm just going to use the word alleged, if she's an alleged racist and an alleged transphobe and supports you know what, then it seems a bit silly to fire someone over an ableist slur. But again, I don't know what Jamie Borwick said, but also it is a bit of a waste the fact that you don't have like Teddy. Teddy is basically gone, and Yeah, I would. This year's Christmas is far has definitely been better than the last year, but it's nothing compared to 2023 and 2022. See, 2022 is an interesting one in my eyes. I understand what you mean. Um, I understand what you mean, but there's definitely more to it. But I couldn't tell you what the more to it is, and I don't want to speculate what the more to it is. It's been a bit up and down. I would agree, yeah. But on the Christmas 2022, I did not enjoy that from what I watched. I watched the entire build up, and I got disappointed when Dot Brandon's funeral was basically like, yeah, that old bitch is gone, let's get rid of her. And then Mick's exit was just another bit of like a bit of a weird one to me because he didn't die, and I knew he wasn't going to die, but it's just a bit weird of how he left. But yeah, that's mainly what I wanted to say.
What did I
Um,
miss?
oh no, I was just talking about the Christmases and how I feel about this era, and talking about like Jay's acting and stuff,
Yeah,
and like
fair.
um, I'm trying to give my rambling points of view with it. But let me just leave and reach on. There we go. Stream's up now. But yeah, it's But in comparison, this like Christmas, yeah, I would agree, has been a bit better. But
In
it's just
comparison to what?
it's not been good. It's not compared to last year. Is what Jay Stunt was saying.
Last year? Um, I remember the build to last year was pretty boring. Like, obviously, it was the first. Was it the first time we did Wolf on Tap? Did we do it the previous year?
It was the first time, if I had to make a guess.
And the first week was them turning the lights on. Then we had to do then we have the Linda like if she kept drinking, that was what would happen. There was some
We had
good
a what
parts,
if flash forward.
but yeah, it wasn't great. Um, I think the overall quality's up, but I think it's the issue you run into when you put characters who don't really have that much of a following front. Because yeah, I like Max being an asshole. I like dysfunctional Brannins and Beals. That's fun. But I don't like Zoe. I don't like Anthony. I don't care about them. I don't want to see Chrissy Watts. So therefore that kind of ruins the experience for me personally. But I can understand if you do like these characters, you'll have no problem with it. But it's just my leanings towards these characters aren't so favorable because I feel like a lot of them have been pushed in front of actual characters who probably deserve the spotlight more. But alternatively, if you look at what's been the main focus, there's not really anything else you would attribute this Christmas to in comparison because these have been the main story.
Yeah.
So
Um.
I like it in
And
theory, and I feel like once we actually get some good Eastenders, once we get some consistently good Eastenders, we will start to forget these less interesting episodes. But whilst a lot of people are currently still down in the dumps about it, I feel like we're all kind of gonna, we're not gonna look back too fondly for now. But I mean, I didn't look back too fondly on 2022 until 2023 started to get good, and then suddenly it built up my estimation of Chris Glenshaw and what he was doing. So, yeah, it's a hard one. It's a hard pill, really. If you do it and you do it fully with your vision, people aren't going to like it. And if you kind of lean towards on older characters, people are going to say you're not nostalgia baiting. It's a very kind of tricky line.
You can't please everyone is the problem. Because again, like I read out that comment who basically said, "I'm looking forward to seeing Chrissy and everyone returning." And then you have us who didn't really grow up with this era. And you sort of see the two parallels where you have the fan base who did want this reunion, who has waited 20 years for this reunion, who has waited to see all these people and to see everything. But the problem I feel is Zoe has only been back for 4 months. I'm making the rough guess 4 months. And she's pretty much had a rocket strapped up her arse where they've just pretty much been, she's the forefront. Whereas if you, I don't want to, because I don't know what next Christmas is going to hold. This might just be controversial.
I mean,
But if you had her built for a year,
just for that
yeah,
example, Imagine them wrestling. You go, we're bringing back a big character from the 2000s. All right, here we go. You know, they did have some fate. They did have an iconic moment. And then you go, God, who's the wrestler comparison of this?
Muhammad Hassan.
No. Character who had some fleeting moments but never really made it. Boom. Yeah, we're bringing back Carlito. 20 years on. Are you excited?
Mr. Kennedy would be another example.
Not really. Like, yeah, sure, it would be cool to see, but do I want him to be the world champion? No. And that's how I kind of feel with Zoe. I'm excited to see this version of Zoe and what she's been doing up to this time. But if you're taking her from not being on screen for 20 years to now being the main focus, suddenly you're going to have some issues with it. In my opinion.
Zoe Slater. Do you spit or swallow? To quote Carlito. For reference, for people who don't know, Carlito had a shirt. His entire thing was he spit an apple. And he had a shirt that literally said, do you spit or swallow? Because if you don't get it, the man in charge was basically like he thought that was funny, even though it wasn't funny, but he thought it was.
Sorry, just getting the old goodie bag. Don't mind me. I hope it's
what's
on
in
the microphone. A
what's
whole
in the
bag of goods.
Did your mom fish that out of the out of the
I don't know.
river?
They're all in these sorts of bags. Bloody hell!
I'd assume the black.
Nugget's seen better days.
I'd assume the black bag's not full of sweets. I'd assume it's full of like random
this one's
shit.
full of sweets. But there's also another black bag full of different shit.
Look, mate, we're getting rid of half the stuff in our fucking house. Give it to us so go on.
Look, my mum went crazy with the gifts this year. So I am not one to complain. Oh, a flake! Oh yeah. I'm not getting caught eating a nugget on camera. That's just blackmail fodder. You know what I mean? Like, and it's not my first day on the internet. But I now have to eat a flake and hope it doesn't go everywhere. So good fucking luck.
Have you changed the title of this stream? To
oh yeah, I technically need to. I need to start the stream again, but I'm not going to do that. So
just change the title. But that nut was salty.
Oh, that's the wrong one. That's why. Okay. Also, it did come up with the name the Watching Walford Watch Party. It bangs.
The Watching Walford Watch Party is coming. Everybody's jumping. From San Francisco to Jalisco. Da, 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 da.
Where the fuck did I put the thumbnail? Don't mind me.
Oh wait, Ash, I don't know if I've sent you this, right? But I want to send you this. This, by the way, for people who don't know, this is just a wrestling tweet, but I want to just send it to Ash. And I want his immediate thoughts on this. Because that would have been so shit. Just look at what I sent you.
Yep. Did see it. Look, sounds garbage.
You don't know, there was basically two wrestlers that are brothers. And they went, yeah, we were supposed to get 30 minutes. And I remember being in the actual room with Ash when that match happened. And we were just like, it should have not even been 10. I'm fucking imagining a 30-minute match between Jay and Jimmy Uso. I think I'd rather be Anthony on the floor. What's Jay and Jimmy gonna do? Super kick. They're gonna super kick each other. Let's go. How much are you hitting him with now? A super kick. Oh, he's winding up. Big super kick. Welcome back, Michael. What you don't see is Ash absolutely devouring that flag because he's obviously trying to hide it. Because if he does it, it looks like it'll be.
I don't like
much.
being seen eating on camera. I don't even like eating in calls with people I know. Not catching me doing any dodgy shit.
He doesn't want to be like me, just doing that.
Not catching me eating corn the long way.
Welcome back.
Welcome back, everyone.
Flora, as well.
Oh,
Those nuts were salty. Those were peanut butter.
Michael, how many drinks deep are you? What's everybody drinking tonight?
Yeah, what's everybody drinking?
If you do drink, fizzy drinks are acceptable.
And if you don't drink, you're a pussy. Yeah, I'm only messing.
Now I've got all the flake chocolate. Ooh. Really doesn't doesn't mix well with bitter Corona.
Dr. Pepper, good choice.
Dr.
Not really a Dr. Pepper fan, but good choice nonetheless.
What's wrong with Dr. Pepper?
Don't know. Just never really got into it.
How about Iron Brew?
I don't mind Iron Brew.
What?
We have 2 cans in the fridge because it's not Florida if it's not Dr. Pepper.
Will Amanda Land run over? The answer is yes.
Is this Don't Call the Housewife? Midwife?
No, this is Amanda Land. Call the Midwife was probably on earlier, let's be honest.
It's probably on after Mrs. Brown's Boys
Christmas special. Wasn't Mrs. Brown's Boys axed?
No.
Oh.
I don't think it was. It's one of the BBC's most successful shitty shows.
The other one's EastEnders.
Actually, it was Holby City, but...
Do you see that the BBC made a bid to produce Casual? That's your own fucking show. What do you need a bid for? It's your show.
What? What do you mean to put a bid in?
They put out offers for other people to produce Casualty, but they did a press release that the BBC won the bid. Well, yeah, I'm fucking sure it did. It's your show.
I thought Casualty was axed.
Yeah, well, no, I think it just stopped. It was like Holby's act, I'm pretty sure. I don't know, one of the doctors won. Maybe it's just doctors, I don't know. One of them. One of the medical daytime soap. Sorry, we need an hour. We need 30 minutes of Amanda Land now.
Yeah.
At least Call the Midwife isn't on. Because when I think of Call the Midwife, I do just... Every time my mum watches it, she just sobs. Just uncontrollably sobs. She obviously gets invested in it, which is adorable.
I will be making a formal complaint to the BBC. Yeah, just do what the current president of the United States is doing, where he's going to try and sue the BBC.
Mate,
totally won't backfire.
If he's getting $1 billion, I can at least get 50 quid.
Did you say 50 quid or 50 grand?
50 quid. Know what you're worth.
BBC, I seen you butcher Anthony Truman. I'm suing you for 2 pence.
You tell him. Slay.
You tell him, Flora. You slay queen.
Oh, I can't wait to not have to watch. I've enjoyed it. It's been good fun. I've really enjoyed the stream. Really, I haven't really enjoyed the episode, but that's fine. I'm getting nervous again. It's all the build-ups, the anticipation. But hey, it's only on for half an hour. All right.
Watch me an hour. Oh,
is it going? Nope, that's just an advert. Oh, it's an advert for the trade. All right. All right, that can fuck off for a second. And these are going to be the reactions for Eastenders Christmas 2025, episode 2. Yeah, well, we're on, boys.
It's going, guys and gays and girls and
Earlier,
gals and
earlier
all.
today, I was listening to some Christmas music, and in one of the Spotify playlists, they played Carol of the Bells, but like a different orchestra with some guitar riffs. Just fucking yeah.
Almost 5 minutes late. It's the BBC. What do you expect?
But hey, at least there weren't adverts. Well, there were, but different adverts.
Look at the bald man.
Call the midwife. Don't just act like the body's gonna disappear. If he is dead, I'm sorry. I don't mean to break it to you. He's not moving. Is it too much to say that Anthony Truman looks like handsome Squidward?
He's just sleeping, yeah.
Oh, there's a stream drop? No, we're good.
He ate too much. He did. He had too much.
True, that was me
Christmas
after eating the bit. Like, we stacked the plates high, so it's like, oh bloody hell. Like, we had leftovers. We never have leftovers. What a mental choice.
Where did
Did they
go?
go? Are we still up?
He was still off, I believe.
Yeah, I
There
think
we
we're
are,
still
Andy.
up.
But it's a change.
To be fair, I don't want to have a Christmas dinner in a pub.
I mean, pubs don't really open over here on
Yeah,
Christmas
true.
Day.
I mean, it's only really the Alkies there.
George had a few fucking too many. Go on, George. They're not getting those glasses back now. I mean, if he's dead, he's after having a tail in his between his cheeks now. So, because
Huh?
you shoot yourself and you die.
True. I say that the body when it's dead is mental. Like the body just makes a bunch of noises, air passes through it, shit seizes up. One of my favorite stories that Richard Lewis told is about how his one of his old girlfriend's dads was like a mortician. He worked in the morgue, and obviously, you don't get that many bodies in like bumfuck nowhere Wales. So he said that he said that each time there was a newbie, they'd prank him. So at some point, basically goes, "All right." It's basically they hop in into one of the slabs and then they pull it open and like we go, whoa. Obviously, you do the like Undertaker, just like woo, and scare the shit out of him. And it scared him so bad he had a panic attack. He just started crying. And then he goes, next time I get to do the scaring. And you know what they did the second time? They fucked them up again. he got scared again. Still wearing a shirt on top of under a Christmas jumper on top of a shirt. If Zoe had a penny for each time she could pay to find her kid. If I had a nickel every time Zoe let someone for dead, I would have 2 nickels. Okay, at least check if Anthony's still there, guys. Okay, he's gone. This has got to be the Chrissy entrance. I will say, I'm not one to often critique actors other than Anthony Truman. I can kind of get where people are coming from with Zoe Slater, though. She is a little bit one note. Maybe it's the direction, but she doesn't tend to have much range these days. Yeah, this has got to be Chrissy.
He's finally got a role. He's got her laying on the floor.
We are. Is she going to say hello, Princess? Can't call her a grit. To be fair, she does say worse sometimes, allegedly. I'm not saying the autistic senses would crop up, but if that fucking disco light shines in my eyes one more time, I'm decking that disco ball. Fucking come here. Like, look, I keep it at wraps most of the time. If some disco lights are keep, I would like earlier today. Obviously, the sun was shining. We've all got the smartwatches on. My brother's sat there shining the fucking sun in my arms. You wanna go? Oh, say the line. And she's not wrong.
Okay.
I'll be honest, Santa roleplay isn't really my sort of thing.
No, no.
Would it have been too much to do? Would it have been too much to do the "You ain't my mother, yes I am" sort of thing? Would it have been too on the nose?
Yeah, because I've been literally predicting it that they're going to do it.
Yeah, but then finally, the internet could say that EastEnders is finally written by monkeys with a typewriter. You in the corner.
Did you say me in the corner?
Yeah, on the typewriter. You ain't my mother.
Yes, I am.
Yeah, I should have said you're not my mother. Just something a bit close.
But we are going to see the sun in this episode, I just think.
Max has got a fucking drinking problem. If I had more fun, I would have downed the whole bottle, but I ain't doing that shit. Guys, stop getting horny. Christmas. To be fair, a lot of people do
Ding
just
dong.
fuck on Christmas, really. Why is the Christmas roleplay doing it for you, you grotesque individual? He's got to drink to forget he's bald. The writer had one job. Yeah. They've just undercooked everything for me. Where is the proofs?
I turned off the light, yeah. There's no light here. Hi, Oliver.
I don't know how to feel about this. I'm not a fan of this personally.
So what's her
Unlike
motive?
Chrissy, who did kill Den Watson, had to go to prison for it.
So what's her motive?
Wanted to make her pay. She spent 20 years in prison. Zoe abandoned everything. I get it. I don't know why Kat's here, personally.
Because Zoe can't speak for herself. She needs someone to do it for her.
Yeah, revenge. Here we are.
Oh, for fuck's sake! Why are we doing this?
Well, she's vaguely surprised despite bumping into her earlier. Although I don't know how the fuck Sam
Where is it?
realizes that they're all there.
Fuck, Dan Watch is here. Oh my god. Dan! Wow! We need Sharon to turn up. Nah,
That'd
nah,
make it
too
10
busy.
times better. But
Where
she's
did
not
Sam
going to
phone?
fucking
She just
be
walked.
there, is she? We're not going to get Sharon because Sharon's on a break, which sucks, but fair enough.
Can't contact Phil if she needs something. To be
Yeah.
honest.
Oh,
so
yeah.
Sam
True.
just said-
True.
But I don't like this because I don't understand the motive you would have. You already left. You don't need to pay for this. Zoe thought her kid died, had
Well,
guilt,
she
and left.
found someone. She found someone who hated Zoe as much as she did.
Bottle's gone, boys.
Is the power of friendship? Is the power of friendship and love going to overrule the 3 months of revenge?
The fuck is it so quiet? Sorry, we don't really have much to say. Actually, it wasn't you. You left. It was actually Danielle Westbrook.
So she's now exposed to be the criminal mastermind, and now Jasmine's going to be like, "But you are my mum after all."
What? What?
Oh, and now she's going to throw Jasmine under the bus.
But I want to know why she had him.
Hmm?
I want to know why she was obsessed with Cindy then.
Don't know.
But why were you obsessed with Cindy? You gonna explain that? I don't like this episode. Has no one checked on Sleeping Beauty upstairs? He left Flora.
Is she going to get run over or something? It feels like something big has to happen now.
Okay, who's gonna car bomb Chrissy Watch?
Irish Piggy over here. Which side was doing that one?
Norton. The IRA, basically.
Yeah, yeah. Fucking Sam saying you can trade. You've spent 2 minutes.
Fucking Anthony gonna come in on the Venga bus.
Well, we have like 5 minutes. What, 10 minutes maybe because it was delayed. Is Zoe gonna die? Why is she saying it like she's gonna die now?
Anthony's gonna come down, isn't he?
Feels like something bad's gonna happen. She gonna get run over? What about Anthony? Ah. Anthony Schmanthony. She calling the police? Okay, that's another bit we saw in the trailer. You know the way Anthony Truman should actually die? He should be stood under one of the massive baubles and just cracks them on the edge. And then, you know, just dead.
Is he still sleeping off dinner? Yes, he is. That's an easy payday for him. All I gotta do is lie on the ground. Fucking that's easy.
Anthony, you're a little bit stiff. Ah. I'm dead, aren't I?
Having a wee nap. I feel like this might be just like a Danielle thing.
Yeah, but they don't. They do that. They fuck up Zoe's character more.
Anthony, when I come in, beep beep.
Oh, so she's called the police on herself. How he's killed Anthony ain't no fucking way. Imagine that. So with Anthony actually dead? It's all good, mate. It's all good. It's 10 o'clock on Christmas Day. You better just be gone. We'll
I've
do a
never
catch
seen
up after
Eastenders
this.
before. Scare.
Yeah, she's gonna hand themselves in. They're gonna be like, was this a prank call?
Bye bye, baby, baby, goodbye.
So is he actually dead? That's it.
But is he dead?
Oh, I don't even know, man. I have problems, not just generally with it.
Oh, you find out tomorrow, Flora.
So they put all their eggs in the wrong basket. I think they put their eggs in the wrong basket. So you build. Obviously, I'll probably cut it here for the reactions, anyways. But yeah, those were the reactions for Christmas Day. Hope you enjoyed it. Annoyingly, not much to really write home about because there was a lot of confusion with us. So if it is a little bit shorter on the actual Christmas episodes, it's because we're trying to figure out, is this really what they did? So yeah, I hope you enjoyed it though. I assume are we releasing the Christmas separately, or are we just releasing it in one?
We're releasing it separately, and then it's going to be combined into the main one. We are staying Den Walls. This is just for the reactions.
But yeah, those are the reactions. Thank you for watching, and yeah, join us for the next one. I don't even. I feel like I don't even want to be a hater though. That's my biggest problem. I just feel like that episode was shit. It's it. I don't want to be a hater. Says a very incendiary fucking comment about it in the end. Is he actually dead? We don't know, but it's heavily implied. We didn't see the body, so we don't know. I personally don't think he's dead. But also, what else would they be? Why would the police be there? All right, let's do a quick run through chat. Don't even find out Anthony. I guess we found out Monday. There is an episode tomorrow. Who knows from Leanne? Honestly, poo emoji, poo emoji, poo emoji, poo emoji. Classic. Well put, Michael. He's been on the bevies. The second half was better than part one, but we don't know if he's dead. Wadey needs to go. No, stay. Chrissy's saying, let's do this again, probably as a joke about let's do this again in 20 years. Probably. On tomorrow, yes. Confused, is he actually dead? We don't know. Feels like just another week. Yeah. Don't think he is. Feels like a filler episode. It should have been midweek. Lads, that was a lead balloon. Yeah. Tomorrow he's going to be gone and in hiding. Logging off now. Hope you Chris good. All right, cheers, Dan. Take care of yourself, mate. Hope Boxing Day, St. Stephen's Day is good for you as well. What do we even title the Walford on Tap? I don't know.
What the fuck is this? Or just WTF is this? Please. Because I'm genuinely. So we don't know why she was hanging around. We don't know why she was lingering around Zindy. She was with Chrissy. I'm generally trying to think like. So the part two is the entire build is that Anthony is dead, but the body is gone when we see it. I believe the body is gone, unless they just dragged it. I don't know. And then the entire episode is Chrissy going, "You're just a little bitch, aren't you? Ha ha. Your kid doesn't love you." And it's like, yeah, because I didn't know my kid. And then it's basically, and then it's basically Sam going, "Yeah, don't trust her." And then just Jasmine going, "Okay, I don't trust her." And then Chrissy just goes, "Okay, see you then."
It also just feels very flimsy as well because now, obviously, Jasmine wants to believe in her mum, right? She wants to believe in her mum inherently, but she spent the last 3 years working with Chrissy. But then, all it takes for Jasmine to flip on Zoe is basically going, "Yeah, you don't know her. She is evil." And Sam goes, "Yeah, she is evil." she is evil, isn't she? That's like, great. Like, and then suddenly, boom! Now she actually wants to know Zoe, just because Sam and Zoe and Sam and Kat said she's not evil though, and now they're trying to deprive. Like, now they're trying to make it like a heart-wrenching thing that they're not actually going to be able to get to know each other. Because now Zoe's going to confess to a murder that she doesn't even know if it happened. What's the fucking point, lad? Real question.
Again, is Ben Whaley just doing fanfic to stroke his own cock? Like, what the fuck's he doing? Like, oh, wouldn't it be great if Zoe interacted with Anthony? Oh, and then the kiss. Oh, yeah, and then he's dead. Oh, and then Chrissy comes in, and I'll come everywhere. Oh,
Like,
yes.
obviously, the whole idea is the fact that, yeah, sure, Jasmine didn't inherently trust Zoe. Didn't inherently trust Chrissy. So, therefore, that means that she was already ready to jump ship. And once she starts showing that she is in it for herself, you go, oh, I've made a terrible mistake. But
the video I want to do first before I do Walford on Tap is because remember the idea I brought up to you was the Stalker storyline worth it? Because it's kind of wrapped up here with Chrissy being revealed. I want to do this first because it'll be a general like idea that we're doing it like immediately after the two-parter, if you don't mind, and then we'll do Walford on Tap where we can think our thoughts out. So it's just not like Ben Wadey's a dick, fire him. If you don't mind, of course. If you want to do Walford first, we can.
I think we do Wolf on Tap first, just to kind of get all of the immediate thoughts out. Everybody in the chat can kind of tag along.
All right.
FPL Pubcast says evening lads, new member because of Leanne. Thank Leanne if you get the time. JT Unit says that was underwhelming. Yeah.
Flora, we can get you on, no problem, if you want.
Your Christmas episode for your series Legend of the Stars was a good episode, but Eastenders today was confusing. Regard on if AquaDreams is dead or not. Yeah, fair.
Can you turn off stream by the way?
Oh yeah.
Not the live stream.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, we're going to record now. So I will read the chat as I do the intro, after I do the intro. But I'm going to do my immediate thoughts. So I want everyone who's in the chat to send us your thoughts, and I will deliberately read them out, if you don't mind. And then also after this video, we will do was the Stalker storyline worth it? And again, I would like fan participation in that as well, if you don't mind, because it would be nice to have more than just us two going, what the fuck was this? But that will be after this video.
Oh, cut out. The internet dropping. Panic.
6 out of 10. Okay. So I'm going to start the Walford on Tap now. That's all right with everyone.
Yep.
Am I back?
Yeah, you're back.
Sorry. All right. Ben ready on thin ice. Watch New Year's will be a flop as well. Don't worry. So we're going to start now. 3, 2, 1. What happened? This is the show where we talk about what happened. This is Walford on Tap. And very quickly, someone has summed it up perfectly. I don't think I can politely put my thoughts together. That is the entire crux of this.
Yeah, I mean, just generally speaking, as we've done in the previous Walford on Tap, if you watched it, cheers. If you were in a live stream, equally cheers. So, the big crux of this episode was Chrissy finally came face to face with Zoe, and Jasmine and Chrissy's secrets finally came out that they were working together to torment Zoe and to make her pay for abandoning her and coming together. But after the first episode, Anthony Truman was seemingly pronounced,
unalived.
Give me a couple. Yeah, he was unalived as such. So, but we haven't seen the body throughout the entire part. We saw it at the start of part 2, but we haven't actually seen the body. So, it's now dealing with the fact that now the stalker's revealed, it's Jasmine and Chrissy, but then we have the battle between Jasmine wanting to confront her mum for abandoning her and not even being there for her, while kind of taking Chrissy as a surrogate, like, mother figure in a way to kind of, have that relationship back and forth. But through the episode, they gradually show that Chrissy is only in it for herself. She's in it for revenge, and that's really the main reason why she's there. But the episode generally closes with the whole idea of Zoe's basically doing the... You know in Han Solo, when he doesn't say I love you Leia, and he just says I know. That's basically what Zoe does to Jasmine. She's like, oh, well, I can't be there for you now because something bad happened, but I'm not going to let history repeat myself. But I'm sorry, I can't get to know you now, because she hands herself into the police for presumably Anthony's murder, but we still haven't seen the body. A lot to digest. A lot of us are mincing our words as such. We're not entirely super grounded. So I just want to throw it to you to just say, what are your immediate thoughts?
This didn't need to be a part 2. This did not. Because the entire premise is
this didn't
built
need to
off
be a
nostalgia.
Christmas episode, to be honest, but
I've jokingly said this is like Ben Lady writing fan fiction for himself, because the entire premise is you've got to know Den Watts. Like, I don't want to make this, oh, you have to know history, but you literally, for this episode, you need to know why Chrissy hates Zoe and why she hates Sam because Sam does appear. You have to know it. But the problem is, again, and I've said this multiple times, it's a legacy sequel that no one wanted except a good handful of people. Most people who watch 2 days, look, this iteration of EastEnders probably weren't old enough or weren't even born in the 2000s to watch it.
I mean, we can even take the question to the chat if you're still here. How many of you
Hello,
have
chat.
actually watched the Den Watts death storyline and the Wolf?
Let us know, and I'll get back to it in a second. Just everyone, just say I did, I didn't, or I didn't care. One of the three. But like, genuinely, the entire crux of this episode. Okay, Michael did. You're barred again. But the entire crux of this fucking episode is Chrissy meeting Zoe, but it's like when you fart in the elevator and you just leave it and you let it linger. Okay, someone else said they didn't at the time, but they did recently find out Zoe's life was. Yeah. So that's sorry, I need to read Pacey's comment. Why did you do the worst impression of you can't tell me what to do? You ain't my mother. I just went for Zoe. Oh shit, you're going my daughter. Oh, you're going to be my daughter. It really bothered me that the 3 Christmas specials, it was third. But I'm old. Yeah, sorry, Michael. But like, what was the point? What was the absolute fucking point? What? Like, genuinely, I want to know. And I don't know why I'm Philip Schofielding this. I want to know, how do you want me to feel? Like, how do you want me to react? Because I don't give a shit about Zoe. I genuinely don't. You basically went like this. Oh, you want your peanut? And it's like, I don't, stop forcing it in my mouth. You've just shoved it in my mouth, like, and expect me to take it.
That was mental.
like, what do you want me to think? Like, what do you want me to do? Like, genuinely, what do you want?
That's caught me off guard.
Like, I don't know. I generally don't
All right,
know.
just for me, just to give my thoughts, because we've run through most of the other bits. Max and Cindy sleep together. They don't actually know who each other are, so boom. There's going to be drama when they find out, but they're doing the old rumpy pumpy. Don't know what that motion is. But this episode didn't work fundamentally. I'm not super angry. I'm just disappointed, because this was like, look, we were already skeptical at what we were going to do with this Christmas episode, because a lot of people don't like Zoe. They don't care about Chrissy. They don't really care about Sam. And they don't really have a good reason to like Jasmine, because Jasmine's been doing the stalking. So if you don't like all of these characters and you put them front and center in your Christmas episode, what are you expecting people to do? It's not a big breakthrough moment for Jasmine and Zoe to finally, at the end of it all, after everything, they're finally going to get to know each other. But the audience aren't excited to see this. We're happy that it's over. But now it's getting dragged out even fucking more, because now we're going to have to wait for Zoe to go through the police and go through all that stuff. Maybe she probably doesn't go to prison necessarily, because I don't think Anthony's dead. But now we have to slowly crawl to the next fucking plot point, which has been the Ben Wadey show so far. If we've done Monster of the Week so far, that's what we've been doing every week for like the last 3 months in the most boring, tedious way. Now we've got to slowly wait for Zoe to actually be able to become friends and start a relationship with her daughter in the end. But we don't want to see it because you've dragged it out in such a monotonous way. That's the hard bit to swallow. Because yes, the billing, you look at this episode, you go, this is fucking underwhelming. Like, this is underwhelming. You look at the synopsis, Anthony and Zoe showdown. Okay, great. What the are we in 2002? Fantastic. Oh, part 2. Zoe finds her stalker. Great. Who cares? Like, who fundamentally cares? And like, I don't know. It's weird because it's not like we want to be inherently negative, right? It's not what we do. We aren't inherently negative people. It's not what we try to do. Yeah, sure, if you look at the coverage of EastEnders the last couple of months, it is quite negative. But that's because the show's not been particularly good. And it's a disservice to Christmas. I think this episode will genuinely be one that if we didn't have to rewatch it next year, probably not rewatching this Christmas episode. Like, so many questions, so many unanswered ones. But like, also, you've not done the legwork for us to like Zoe, because she's constantly been a wreck and a mess and constantly in everybody else's shit. We don't like Zoe. We don't like Jasmine because she's been fucking with Cindy the entire time. And they've not cleared up why she was fucking with Cindy the whole time. We don't know that. We don't know why. So, like, what do we do there? So you're building it on building this relation. Like, if we even take it with Danielle and Ronnie, which, you know, is another kind of, they didn't know they were mother-daughter and they found out before it's too late, which I guess you can characterize this sort of thing with. At least we saw Danielle consistently try to actually make contact with Ronnie, but she just kept getting foiled until the final moment. And yeah, sure, that was also pretty tedious to watch. But fundamentally, the emotional, like, kind of response is them finding out finally, and then, boom, Danielle dies, ruining it all. They spent so long trying to find each other that when they actually found each other, it couldn't happen. So if you're trying to do the same sort of thing with Zoe and Jasmine, like the two ships passing in the night, they've just not seemed to get together in the end. But we don't like Jasmine. And it's not a shame on the actress. The actress is good. I think she does a great job. But they've not made Jasmine likable. So
And Michael,
and like, we said this as well. This was supposed to be the big Christmas. And we've been saying it the whole time. We need to build to the big moments. We need a consistent week. And we've still not had this up till Christmas. But honestly, I think the biggest issue, and for me, maybe this is bold, I do the Nigel episode at Christmas instead. It was way better. It was way more interesting. Yeah, sure, it's a bit gimmicky for Christmas, but it was the best episode that Ben Wadey's done. The best episode of this new era. And I feel like if you did that on Christmas, it'll be a nice nod to the past, a nice nod to the present, and a nice, like, trip to the future. I think that would have actually been better. But the issue is, they performed so well with the Nigel stuff that everything else seems like shit in comparison. So they've proven that they can do it. They did it fantastically just 2 days ago. But when it comes to the big day, they have shit the bed. They have just they pull down the trousers. They've shit everywhere, and they're expecting us to clean it up. You did this. You caused this. Get the mop out. Get fucking doing it, because we're not doing it. You've been promising us so much, and this is what we get. It's just a shame, honestly. Anyway,
Michael,
do some viewers comment if you want.
Michael just says it sums it up perfectly here, and it ain't over. We will have to go on the hunt for the sun now. So yeah, the next and just to answer your question very quickly, Pacey, I might be wrong. Does not believe it's 1995? Roughly. He's
Roughly.
in mid 90s essentially. 1994, 1995, because that's when
Debbie was still around.
Debbie's in it before she sadly passes. Yeah. But yeah, now we will have the hunt for the sun, and I can't wait for this. But the problem and my key crux of this is you've built it up like you won't believe who the stalker is. Wow, you won't believe it, guys. Oh, it's Chrissy Watts. Oh, and then she's just gonna appear in one episode, try and blackmail her like her the hatred she has for this person's daughter to side with her. But then one of the other people who helped cover up Den's death just goes, yeah, she's evil, and then she's like, oh, you are evil. Okay, bye. And then she fucks off.
Yeah, and also it's like anybody who has a dad that's not around can relate to this. It's like Will Smith in the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
It is.
He shows up for Chrissy shows up for about 2 minutes, does all the camp stuff, does all the lines, makes all the references to the past, and then she fucks off. And then it just leaves us with Jasmine and Zoe, like, why didn't she want me, man? Like, why is this what they've done? Your whole Christmas is built around the fact that Zoe and Chrissy and Sam are going to interact 20 years on. But Chrissy's not been around enough to actually build it up. So you built it up with a stalker that people don't like. So then when you finally do it, and also it's just so weak as well. It's so unbelievably weak. So Jasmine spent the last 3 months getting to know Chrissy as almost like a surrogate daughter. And the power of friendship and love makes Jasmine realize that Chrissy is actually a bitch. But she spent 3 months with her. You spent 2 seconds saying Chrissy's actually evil. And then a slight hint of Chrissy being a little bit self-serving, you go, yeah, she must be evil, shouldn't she? It's really light. Like, the nuance isn't there for me. And I don't know. It doesn't feel like we've reached a big climax. That's what I've been saying the whole time. I've been saying Ben Wadey's era has been light on big moments. And I firmly agree with that, because we've been waiting for what we expect to be the big moment. But, Zoe comes back. Okay, big moment when she comes back. Okay, cool. She came back. Oh, she's gone again. Okay, next time she comes back, it'll be, she's gone again. Okay. All right, but now she's back for good. Oh, she's got shot. That should be a big moment. Oh, the flashback. She has twins. Oh, that's cool. Now I wonder when we'll actually see who the twins are. Oh, that was supposed to be another big moment, but you fucking flubbed it. Same with Max. Max returns once, twice, 3 times a Maxi. Once again, just, guys, I'm finally back now. And he has been causing shit, which has been great. Max's return has actually been really fun once it got started. But the moments just haven't been there. And I don't think there's anything utterly memorable about that Christmas episode. Like, maybe the fight, but for all the wrong reasons. Yeah, sure, the Jack and Max fight is good. But the Anthony Zoe fight is fucking horrendous. I like dumb soap fights. This is the end of a Christmas episode, boy. This is your near closing moments of this Christmas episode. And it's like fucking soft play. Where it's like, yeah. oh no, I hit my head. Oh, he's dead now. We don't even see the body. Shit. just crazy. Crazy that's... But like, even in the pitching room, how do you obviously pitch it as the idea of the witches of Walford. Because, they're going to reunite. It's going to be really cool. But then what you actually do is just garbage.
They also released a trailer for New Year's Day. So well,
Don't want to watch it. Fuck you. Give me a good Christmas Day episode. Maybe I'll fucking watch We'll be watching New Year. But do you want to read some comments and give your final thoughts afterwards?
And if you don't know, also on this recording session for people who watch on Walford on Tap, the second video will be released a couple of days later, but we will be doing our immediate thoughts on like the Zoe Stalker storyline to see if it was good. That will be one of the videos we will be recording also in this live stream. But if you're watching this on demand, the video will be released either a couple of days or a few days later, and then we will obviously probably do a better version of that in about 2 to 3 months. Basically, try and do what Ben Wadey's going to do, where obviously we have the Great Legacy one, where it's still on me. I forgot to change. It's still on us. I forgot to change it to me. Bloody hell.
Yeah.
But obviously, like it will kind of be like the Legacy sequel, where the first one is brilliant, but the second one is absolutely shit, but reversed. But I will read some comments. So let me I'll go back up here. I haven't watched EastEnders since 2014. You lads have come on my radar, so I was watching loads of old EastEnders clips on YouTube. Thank you, VPLPU podcast, FPL. Yeah, it was just done terribly. Emmerdale was good, Corey was decent, EastEnders had a good storyline, and just basically shat on a play thinking we all love it. I'm sorry, but they ruined what could have been the best special of 2025. How do they not know who each is at this point? And it ain't over. We will have to go on the hunt for the sun now. That will be a hard watch next year. Bloody Frank. I don't know. Good point, Michael. And we know it was saw if you saw her who her son is, and then one of the twins will die. It's a repeat of 2009. Do you think both of Zoe's twins could die? Yeah, I do think one of them could die.
I don't think so.
I don't know.
Wouldn't do it.
Knowing them, they want to make it trauma based, so maybe once they are all reunited. But this best not run all year, until next Christmas. It won't. I know it would have been a lot of tears, but they could have had Nigel die in Phil's arm as he succumbs to his dementia. As we all know, he's rapidly declining, and definitely made most of us tear up.
I personally think that's going to happen at the anniversary instead. I think that's when Nigel dies, but who knows? Who the fuck knows?
Just to finish this off, my thoughts is again, what do you think? What do you want? How do you want me to feel? Because like, usually when I look at these Christmases that I've been reviewing, we have been reviewing throughout the calendar years that we have done watching Walford. Usually when I look at 2023, in in my headspace, I didn't know we were going to redo it. But I had an idea that we might be rewatching it in 2024. I knew then, this might be good to look back on. Christmas 2024, I went, it doesn't really age well, but it'd be fun to look back on. This one, when I'm looking to the future, I'm looking to Christmas 2026, where this will be one of the reactions to 2025 Christmas. I'm looking at this going, we're going to have to do a lot of like filling in the gaps because at least with Christmas Day 2024, you had, Cindy's just telling all her kids to fuck off, and then she gets hit in the head with a shovel. This one, you have to know what happens on Christmas Day, but then also know what happens on the following day, and then what happens following that, because it just ends abruptly. Christmas, yes, it should end abruptly. 2007, the most famous Christmas, ends abruptly. Part 2 ends with Tanya falling down the stairs. The difference being, she fell down the stairs and she wasn't going to die. With this, it's like, you will love Zoe. And I'm like, I don't want to love Zoe. You will. But I don't. You will. And it's like, okay, stop giving me the cake. Stop telling me to love someone I don't want to love. And it's just a key problem I find with you need to know what happened decades ago as well.
True.
Yeah, Michael said perfectly. What'd you say?
No, I just said true. It's a perfect thing. In order to enjoy this Christmas fully, you need to know what happened with Den Watts and how Chrissy, Sam, and Zoe were all involved in the cover-up. And yeah, without that information, you're just like, who the fuck is Chrissy Watts? So I don't know who she is. Because some people wouldn't have seen the week she spent last time she was back. So yeah, you do need to know an awful lot to actually understand what's happening. And yeah, it's such a letdown, honestly. We've even been saying, look, a bad Christmas episode is 10 times better than a bad normal episode. But this is just a bad episode outright. And to think that I know that it's not their choice to do the schedule. I'm sure they'd love an hour-long episode. But imagine that's an hour-long episode. Imagine you just sit there for an hour and you get that. Like, it just leaves a bad taste in your mouth. They have shit in their hands and clapped and went, man, this room smells of shit here. Somebody should clean it up. You did this. I don't want to get involved in this. You've done it. So, yeah, I hope you're happy with yourself, Ben Wadey, because I don't think a lot of the audience will be, because that was a pitiful attempt at a Christmas episode. And we've all been saying we're not a big fan of the direction, but we're also still saying we still need to give it time. But at the end of the day, you can do a lot wrong on a Christmas and it can still be good. But you've done a lot wrong on this, and it has fully stood out for what it is, and it is a fully mediocre, really pretty garbage Christmas. So, yeah, good luck trying to outrun like, you're building the image yourself. It's not the fandom controlling this. You control the episode. So you've just done a disservice to everything, really. I don't even think anybody comes out of it well. What, Zoe's supposed to be not a martyr, essentially. She's done the good thing. She's not running away from trauma anymore. Now she's gonna face the consequences of her actions. Like, who cares? Who cares? You've not made her likable. So how are we supposed to feel?
I know who Chrissy is. I used to think she had a lovely pair of, let's call them, shoes back in the day when I was about 19. To be fair, she does have a lovely pair of shoes, but that does not wind out the alleged discussions that I've been saying backstage about Tracy and Alderman. But she does have, let's just say, a lovely pair of shoes. What do you think of her footwear, Ash? Just very quickly on her footwear, of course. Yeah, see, yeah, he agrees. The footwear, we're obviously all talking about the footwear, okay? But yes, so you will get a video that will kind of dive more into our thoughts on the Stalker storyline, and I'm going to break the iceberg here and basically say, if you don't want to hear two rambling idiots, one guy who's had about 10 Coronas deep, and one guy who's just decked a bottle of sparkling non-alcoholic drink, then I'm sorry. And if we've been too negative, I apologize. I want to be positive. And yes,
also, if people did enjoy it, I do want to hear what you enjoyed about it.
Yeah,
because you do run into the trap where it is easy to get sucked into being permanently negative all the time. But I'm trying to peel it back just to see if it is just like, oh, we've not enjoyed it for a while, so we're just in the we're in the doldrums. Everything they do is going to be shit. But I struggle to see the positives in, like, yeah, sure, the positives is Max. That's the positive of this. Pretty interesting, good setup. But also, we kind of know that Max is going to fuck it all up again. So, like, are we really ready to see a whole year where Max is probably going to destroy everything again? I don't know if I want to see that.
And yeah, we will see you in the next one. Thank you for watching. Bye bye. Bye bye. Just very quickly going to render this video and upload it.
I think we shelved the was the stalk worth it for tomorrow.
All right.
I think we sleep on it a little bit. We kind of try to wrap it back round and see, because if we just do it now, it's just gonna be fuck this Christmas episode. It was shit, and we don't really need to repeat the video. So that's my take on it.
Yeah, no, but I was just gonna dive into everything and then immediately kind of just go. It had a wet balloon have an ending, didn't it?
I'd say we just do it tomorrow, personally.
That's fine. He's had a few Coronas, guys.
To be fair, we have been live for 3 hours 10 as well, so I think we put more than a worthy shift in. I mean, it's not like the streams are done. Are they done for the year? There may be one New
Probably.
Year's Eve, but there's
probably
definitely
one on
one
New
New
Year's
Year's
Day.
Day. It just depends
That's
on
if
if
they
the
don't.
episodes are aired early.
Yeah.
If they're not aired early, we'll obviously do a live stream Oh, wait, fuck me. If we do that, we'll obviously react to them when it comes out, but it's up to them for the schedule, really. Whoa. Yeah. All in all, anybody else have some little final tidbits they wanted to say about the episode? I think we've been pretty open about all our problems with it, so yeah. But I guess I'll start signaling in the end. Yeah, it's been a really fun live stream. Want to thank Leanne Rivet again for the 5 gifted members. That's fucking cool. We do appreciate you. Long-standing member of the channel, and has always been super supportive and has always been really generous for us. So we do thank you. We thank everybody in the chat who's been with us today. Look, the episode wasn't the best, but we will all still remember the memories of setting up to watch it and then going, ooh, what are they doing? But we will always remember the episode. We won't remember the episodes, but we'll remember the experience, which is what loses. It's what you say when nothing else good happens. But no, it's been a pleasure to be with all of you. And I suppose if we don't see you before the end of the year, obviously continue to have happy holidays. But we will be back fairly soon, just to go ahead and watch the New Year's. Is it New Year's Eve or New Year's Day flash forward?
Flash forward New Year's Day.
So yeah, so obviously that's the next time we'll be doing the live stream.
Yep. Do you want me to finish off my thoughts, or?
Yeah, just give your thoughts.
Yeah. Thank you, Michael Trapp, for saying we made the chat entertaining and the episodes entertaining. I like to say we didn't make the episodes entertaining. I don't even think fucking Lively could make it entertaining. Don't Google that website. Don't Google it. For logistic reasons, I don't want anyone's trauma theories to be on my hands. All I have to say, all I have to say is the idea sounds good, but the execution was just so shit. No, the problem is you can do a reunion of 20 years between 3 of the most iconic characters who did kill one of the most iconic characters in Den Watts. The problem is you're relying on the fact that your fan base knows this 20 years on, but your fans more than likely don't know it. It'll be like if you went, "Oh yeah, I'm going to watch the new Top Gun Maverick." They surely don't mention Top Gun 1 and Top Gun Maverick, and then it's like, "Wait, they do, but I haven't seen Top Gun." Yes, but it's a sequel. It's like, yeah, but I just came here just to watch it. So it's just shit. To me, it was just shit. It was just like you expect your fans to think a lot, and I'm going to be honest. If you think your fans are smart, not of course the chat here, but if you think your EastEnders fans are smart who are watching the show, you are wrong. Because I just want to publicly say this: if you genuinely think that your fans are going to go out of their way in the build up to Christmas 2025, go through the entire arc of 2004 and 5 to watch this episode, you have another thing coming, pal. It's even harder to convince me to read Twilight, and that book's not even that long. You think I'm going to watch fucking 20 years of EastEnders to know about why this iconic moment between Chrissy, Sam, and Zoe is like Spider-Man 2? No, because I don't give a shit. And you've just basically went, give a shit. And I went, no, because why should I? Like, if you had Chrissy somewhat lurking in the background instead of, oh, yeah, your daughter knows me better. I'm the best dad. I'm the best dad. And then it's like, but you're a dick, aren't you? And then she goes, oh yeah, you are a dick, bye. Oh great. So you've just basically went, she's the stalker, but she's leaving now. It's like, huh? I don't know. That's my immediate thoughts. Hopefully, like when we do the Boxing Day slash St. Stephen's Day episode tomorrow, the reactions will be out Saturday.
I
Hopefully
think
they'll
we
be out
just
Saturday.
released the reactions for like just all together. We didn't really have that much interesting on the actual Christmas episodes. It's all
That's
going
fine,
out
but
as well. I'll probably put some chapters in for it though.
Yeah. But we will obviously do that. There will be a video out probably Monday, but will be recorded probably after tomorrow's episode of like what our immediate thoughts on the Stalker storyline is. Because that's a video I want to do. Just like
Tomorrow there's
we've
a Coronation Street Christmas 2025 review.
Yep. And also then probably in the new year, just like in case we don't meet you again, or you just are here for Christmas, which is fair enough. I don't mind you being here for just Christmas. Um, but if you want to know our vague plans going into 2026 on the third anniversary of doing Watching Walford, we will be obviously doing our year in review, the awards, my God, the awards. I think we have to get more shit awards to make the awards worth it because there's been so much shit that has just been shit. I know I've said shit like 5 times in the span of 5 seconds, but like it's going to be a struggle to try and do that awards because usually we have jokey awards and then we actually have serious awards and we get to like do like, oh, I think Anthony Truman was very wooden, which is probably what's going to win that award for. You know what I mean? It's just this one is going to be a struggle because January was shit, February was decent, March was decent. Chris Crenshaw didn't leave till June, and then Ben Whitey went, "Hold my blunt, brother. Do you want me to make this worse for you? I got you, brother." And yeah, so that's going to be hard to watch. And then we, yeah, like I said, have a year in review where we kind of talk about what our plans for 2026 is. And then there'll be some other videos. We will be live for Corriedale. I won't know what's going on, so I can't really catch you up. But Ash will, instead of me being the rambling idiot, will be the rambling idiot. And will tell you everything, well, mostly everything that's going on in Corriedale. And I think one other video we have planned that we're probably filming Monday or again tomorrow is what do we expect the New Year's Day 2027 episode flash forward to be about, and that will obviously be released on New Year's Eve. We are going to watch the trailer and probably react to it off camera because we can't really do it on camera, like on a live stream, because if we do, BBC went 50 grand there, mate. That's our video. So yeah, we can't really do that on camera with you guys, but we'll do it offline. And if the reactions are good enough, and if Ash can actually do a lot of thoughts on it and like go, oh, this and this, it'll be a video. If not, it's not a video. But yes, that's enough rambling, and that's what I wanted to say. So that's everything we've planned, and honestly, I appreciate everyone who watched this and stayed true to it. And I do want people who
Stay
actually
true.
enjoy and I wanted everyone who actually enjoyed this episode to let us know what you think, because I think, honestly, I am going to drop this the legacy sequel, like Christmas, with how it ends. But yeah, I think it ultimately went down like a lead balloon. Um,
Yeah, so with all that generally said, though, once again, we do appreciate everybody for being here. 3 hours on any fucking day is a lot, but on Christmas Day especially, you guys are all troopers, so we do appreciate you being here. But fundamentally, we all have homes to go to. We all have, maybe that last drink of the day, or just going to bed, because we've had a pretty. I'll describe the episode as a wet weekend. It wasn't great. Doesn't really feel good. We're all a bit smelly now, but just really want to wash it off. But yeah, we thank you all of you legends. But we'll be back soon, and there should be a couple live streams coming up, as said before. Corriedale, New Year's Day episode, anniversary week, that will be streamed. So yeah, there'll be a lot of stuff that we're looking forward to doing. But once again, if we don't see you before the end of the year, happy holidays, happy New Year, happy St. Stephen's Day, happy Boxing Day. But all in all, thank you for watching, and join us in the next one. Bye-bye, everyone.